Oh, my background music. Hello, buhayo. Hello. I'm sorry there is no ASMR today. Your streamer has the stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got everything out. I was so ready. I was like, nice late night ASMR. You guys can sleep. I can sleep. It'll be great. Yeah, but I am in fact has the stupid, and apparently if you've ever seen a 3DO, on the back there's a power switch that's like on and off, because it's run by a battery, even though you plug it in as well into the system and stuff. So I left the power switch on, which means that it drained the battery the entire time it was in storage between the last ASMR and today. So it's dead. It's not a hard fix. I've done it before, because for a while I didn't have an ASMR mic and I borrowed one from a friend. And so I did that with theirs at one point too. So until then, usually I'm really careful with it because I did that once. And then, yeah, so I know, I just have to, I opened up the top already. I already grabbed my screwdriver. I unscrewed everything. I figured out what battery I needed. I ordered one online. It should be here tomorrow. So we'll have ASMR again sometime soon. I promise. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten when after last ASMR and I put it away. Yeah, it was a while ago. So yeah, it's the battery's dead. It's been draining the whole time. So yeah. Yeah, it is a strange thing on the mic. You would think, like most mics, you plug it in, and it's got like a power system, right? Because you still have to plug it into the whatever they're called, audio box. My brain. Yeah, you have to plug them into the audio box thing, and they have the powers and stuff, and you know, you would think that would be fine, but no, the 3DO is special. It has its own battery power as well. Want SCP reading ASMR? I'd be down to do that. I mean, today I was gonna just do like casual talking and tapping, and I brought out a whole bunch of stuff, and we were gonna do some like random little like Wikipedia read things. And yeah, I like ASMR, so and I like SCP stuff, so we can do that sometime. Maybe I'll put up like a thing for like if there's particular articles people want me to read. Yeah. Angela Noel, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for the 2 months. Come on, Raccoon, it's fine. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Asasi, thank you for joining the membership as well. Welcome on in. I do still have the 3DO mic. Yeah, I've got my own 3DO. Yeah. But you know, I'll do it soon. I promise. We'll do some more ASMR. I was thinking about doing it midweek, and then I was like, you know. But what I am gonna do, I owe you guys a recording of me. Me sleeping the ASMR, and me the bedroom noises ASMR. That sounds weird. The noises that occur whilst in my bedroom, which means just like cars probably, because I sleep with my window open. Anyway, maybe I'll try to record that tomorrow night. When the battery comes in, you won't hear the bunnies. I don't snore. There will be no snoring. Thank you very much. There will be no snoring. Thank you very much. There might be groaning if it's too hot. Oh, fucking, I hate the heat so much. But I'll turn the fan off so you guys don't have to listen to that get caught in the fucking mic. But you'll probably hear, I don't know, you'll hear my humidifier in the road. Yeah. I'll have to. We'll see how long. It won't be the entire night. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna put out like an 8-hour ASMR video. I'll cut it down to like, I don't know, like an hour or something so that it's not stupidly long. Just fucking sleep noises. Like, oh, that would be terrible. Hope we get some sleep talking. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I do. I don't think I do sleep talk. I did get a sleep app one time because Pokemon Sleep was not doing the thing, and I was like, okay, is it something wrong with me? Is my sleep weird? But no, I got a different sleep app, and it like said I was sleeping fine. There was like coughing and like throat clearing and stuff, but there wasn't like, I don't think there was sleep talking on it. There wasn't well, there was quote unquote snoring, but it was like, you know, like deep breathing, question mark. I guess there was probably, I don't know. There's not like snoring or in, you know, I'm not like I don't do that. Raccoon sleep noises are like screeches and banshee noises. No, that's crazy. Absolutely not. Lawnmower snowing. Oh my god. I had a friend who did that. Well, it wasn't a friend. It was a friend of a friend. I had a friendly acquaintance that one time we were in the same hotel room for conventions. This is now like probably like 10 years ago. Holy fuck, she snored so loud. Why? Anyway, so I do own I own earplugs for whenever I go places with people. Like when I went to Japan, I brought them with me. None of the friends that I went to Japan with snore, but I'm now just like, I have them just in case I happen to find out that a friend snores, because I did that one time and I was just not okay. It was just not okay. Because I can sleep through anything once I am asleep, but getting to sleep, if there's loud, like if there's snoring, it takes me so long. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. And like, I'm one of those people where like, it takes me a bit to get used to background noise. So like even when I first moved into this apartment, because there's road noise and stuff, right? Like I'm not in the middle, like I'm near, I wouldn't say it's a major street in terms of like normal people cities, but in this like little area, it's a pretty like commonly used street. So it's louder than like some of the other places that I've lived, and so I used earplugs for when I first moved in here as well. Just cause it's loud. I don't know, I'm not good at dealing with like to get to sleep. I like constant noise is fine. Right? Like the noise of a fan or the noise of an air humidifier or like if someone has a TV in the background, something like that. That's perfectly acceptable. But like, I don't know. There's something about snoring. I think what it does is it pisses me off. It forces frustration upon me, and then I focus on it instead of just like trying to go to bed. Yeah. I think that's what it is that I get mad and then I focus on it and then I get frustrated with the person and I want to hit them. But I can't hit my friends, especially not when they need to get up early to put cosplays on or something the next morning. I can't hit them. It's just gotta live with it. But you can sleep through people talking? Yes. Conversations are, that's like a consistent, also that's not like a loud, soft. That's, conversations usually flow at a pretty, like, monotone volume, right? Like, they happen in, like, a very specific, right? To be fair, if people are being really loud and talking, and it's like, everyone's supposed to be sleeping, like if you're at a sleepover or like people have an Airbnb together or something like that, I have no problem being like, hey, can you guys like just a little bit quieter? To be fair though, I'm also generally speaking the last person to go to bed. Because I do have my sleep schedule, even when I am on vacation. So 99% of the time, I am going to be the last person going to bed. So if there's like talking and stuff like that, that's like I'm falling asleep at a party. Like, you know, I'm at someone's house and everyone's hanging out and doing stuff, and I'm like behind the couch with an animal, just trying to avoid people. Yeah, I've done that before. But then it's just kind of like, you know, having a TV on. The talking is just background music, you know, like it's just like white noise sort of thing. Yeah. You get irrational anger when you hear people except cute girls eating, especially crunching. Understandable, to be fair. That's why I know that people like mouth noises in ASMR. I also realize that my mouth makes a lot of noise. I have a wet mouth. Yeah, like when I do recordings and stuff, I'm like, there's too much saliva. I need to fucking eat some crackers. But I know a lot of people like that. But when it comes to, like, people who chew with their mouths open make me want to fucking commit death upon them. Chew with your mouth closed. So I get it. Yeah. Most people don't like people who eat loudly. Yeah, but some people especially are like super pissed off by it. I think it's it's part of like misophonia, right? I believe is like it's very common to get like pissed off by the noises that people make whilst eating. Yeah. Depends on the conversation, but generally, yeah, I guess in terms of like volumes and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like most people, when you have a conversation, you're generally speaking around the same volume and tone the entire time. Why you hate open mouths? You say you hate open mouth yawners. I do! That also pisses me off. I don't want to look down your throat, thank you very much. I don't need to see that. I don't need to. You do that, I'm gonna punish you by poking your uvula. Right there, right in the uvula. Fucking use it like a little punching bag. Don't open your... no one needs to see down your heckin' gullet in the middle of the day. Why? Oh my god. People who moan while eating are the worst. I think if you do it in private, that's fine, but it's kind of weird when you're in public and you do that, if that makes sense. Yeah. Hi, Joestar. We're just talking about people eating and then people opening their mouths in public, like yawning without covering your mouth and shit like that. How are your friends gonna check your tonsils? Just go, hey, you want to see my tonsils? Right? Done. I showed you my esophagus. Please respond, right? Uncovered coughing's the worst? Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes you forget to put your hand in your mouth and you always remember your... It's not like it's the end of the world, especially if you're not in a place with tons of people. And probably, like, I want to say there's probably a majority of people who don't give a fuck. I just think it's... I don't know, like, why? If you can, like, cover it, why are you not doing that? Or, like, yawn towards the floor. I don't know. I think it's just a me thing, but, like, I don't know. It's weird to me. Why are you... My brain, for some reason, likens it to, like, you know when peacocks show off all of their big, fluffy tail feathers and shit? And they just, like, are like, haha, look at my big, fluffy tail feathers. I don't know why, but in my brain, people who are yawning with their mouths open, just like, like, to the public, I'm like, what are you trying to do? Huh? You trying to seduce someone? Huh? You need to do that out here. That's not at all what it is. It's just like, it's... to me, there's just no purpose to just... Why are you showing me your insides? Why? I have my own insides. I don't need to see your insides. No, it's not that I'm into yawning. It's just like, that's supposed to be like a... What? Why? Why are you showing me the inside of your body? You find it hard to yawn with your mouth fully... Well, no one yawns with their mouth closed. Right? Most people, when you hit the, like, peak of a yawn, your mouth is usually, like, all the way extended open, right? You do? Really? Yawning large and proud to show my masculinity to the girl I wish to court. Cover your mouth when you yawn. Oh my god, you're showing your tongue just now. I know. Blah. Crazy. You cover your mouth and you yawn. That should be automatic. See, that's what I think too. That's what I think too. I think like it's. I get to be fair. I was very much raised with like, here's things that you must do. So there's a lot of time when like other people don't do those things, and I'm like, what the fuck? Isn't it common courtesy to like do the thing? And it turns out that like no, it's in fact. That's just something that I think is common courtesy. It's kind of weird that the body goes, oh, I'm tired, time to reveal my squishy mouth area. Right, like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna show you a place where I am fully vulnerable. Sure. It's possible to keep it closed, but you have to do it consciously. Okay. Interesting. You just yawned and no one's around you, but you covered my mouth. Yeah, see, like, I literally... I essentially, like, trained myself to, like, not have to, like, cover my mouth whilst I was at home, because it looks kind of weird when you... You know, like, if you guys can hear me yawn, but there's... my face just, like, turns off. But, covering for a sneeze or cough is more automatic? Yeah, that too, right? But if you're doing something with both your arms, fucking put your head down. Yawn into your goddamn armpit, like a sneeze, you know? If you have to sneeze and your arms are full, you still, like, you put your head down, sneeze into your armpit or your shirt or your elbow or whatever, right? Same idea. Yeah, they still don't know the purpose of yawns. I mean, the theory is that it's to, like, intake more oxygen because your brain is lacking. Which is why you do it when you're tired, but then that doesn't really make any sense because generally speaking, your breathing is regulated by the you're not thinking about it. It's automatic. It's run by your autonomic system, and so therefore, like, is it your brain? Does your brain just stop braining when you're tired? No, because you still breathe while you sleep. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Anyway, you feel like increased oxygen is for more activity, not less? You would certainly hope so. Sluggish brain. Yeah. So, like, that's the theory in general. Is it a genetic throwback? Maybe? Like, to remind you that you're, you're still awake and you're tired, but if you're still doing something, it's a reminder that, like, you have to stay awake. I don't know. My theory has always just been, like, if you're yawning and it's late, maybe it's past your bedtime, and it's your body being like, are you staying up for night watch? That's not actually a thing. But that's always just kind of like, I'm always like, because like, to be fair, for me, yawning hurts. For like 4 or 5 years, the entire time my jaw's been fucked. So like, to me, yawning is like a, ow. And so I'm awake again once I yawn. Which, that's been nice, by the way. My jaw is still clicky and it gets caught and I still sounds crunchy in my ear, but it doesn't hurt anymore to the same extent. Like, all the muscles are doing the thing, which is nice. It's nice. I can yawn without being in mass amounts of pain. Have I clicked your jaw back into place in that time? I have once, yes. Yeah, and I mean, you guys could probably tell, but the first week afterwards, I was getting fuck-ass headaches. Because the rest of the muscles around your head, if you do things like Botox into the masseter especially, are now having to do things that they weren't before because the major muscle is no longer doing all the things. Anyway, so that's nice. I can yawn without wanting to die now. When an earthquake happens, coffins become underground maracas. They sure do. They sure do. That's it. The yawn makes the mouth hole vulnerable, so if something bad happens, you become awake. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I got Botox on the 6th, so it's been just over a week now. So, essentially, the best results are sometime between now and next week. But there's no more, like, just pain for existing, which is nice. Sometimes the muscles still get sore and the rest of my face is still doing the thing. What's the Botox for? TMJ pain. So I got it specifically for my jaw pain. because like it hurt to eat, it hurt to talk, it hurt to yawn. It's great. I can yawn without wanting to die. Talking doesn't hurt anymore. I can still hear it. Now when we get the ASMR mic back up and running, I'll just like talk with my heckin' joint next to the mic and see if you guys can hear the crepuscular noises. Crunchy. Misaligned jaw, that's part of it, yeah. What do you mean that's me? It's not talking. I know, I do so much talking, and that's part of the reason I put it off for so long, because I was like, Botox is so expensive. It's so expensive, but worth it if, you know, like that's what I went into it thinking. I was like, okay, like we'll get it once. We'll see if it's worth it. Like if there's enough of a pain reduction. Yeah, there is. I'm now gonna be stuck in an expensive cycle. Because it honestly is so much better. There's essentially no pain unless I do something really weird. ASMR was on the table, hello Martin, but my brain is stupid, and apparently last time we did ASMR I forgot to turn the mic off, so it's dead now. But I have unscrewed the top already with a screwdriver, and I bought a battery, and it should be here tomorrow. So, you know, we'll get back into it soon-ish. Job hopping is so satisfying. You know, I feel like it might be satisfying if it doesn't hurt you. When my job hops, it hurts like a motherfucker. So, Will it be permanent? Well, you have to get it for a period. Usually you get it for a period, and like, so you get it for like, so it usually lasts between 4 to 6 months, but it all depends on your like how fast your body metabolizes it. I'm, as much as I hope that I'm getting closer to 6 months, I'm near certain I'm gonna get near 4 months. Just cause I tend to metabolize like things like medications and stuff like that really, really quickly. Which is part of the reason I hate the dentist, because when they give me, like, they have to put the anesthetic in, like the shots, so that they can do cavities and stuff. They have to give me like 2 or 3 times the normal amount that most people get, and it still wears off really quickly. Just because my body decides, hey, this thing should not be in my body, and it gets rid of it really quickly. Yeah. Which means that there's a high chance that I'm going to have to get the Botox more often, because my body is probably just going to be like, haha, fuck this thing. Which is going to make it more expensive. But yeah, Botox is not one and done. It lasts 4 to 6 months. And then you go back in for more. And the thing is that over time, the muscle just gets weaker because you're like doing it repetitively, so and usually the muscle can't do as much work whilst you get Botox, right? For TMJ, the treatment is about half the amount that you get if you're doing it for like aesthetic purposes. So the muscle doesn't get as weak, because you're not trying to do that. But yeah, then usually most people do it for like, if it's not for aesthetic purposes, if it's for medical purposes specifically, usually you do it for about 2 years. And then you can stop and see, like, test the waters, because at that point, usually the muscle is weak enough that there's not gonna be pain, and then you just have to make sure that, like, in the meantime, you're not gonna start, like, grinding your teeth or things like that, because that'll rebuild that muscle, and then you'll be in pain again. Yeah. 2 years is still quite a bit if it's every 4 months. Yeah, it's in particular because the masseter muscle, so the one that's along your jaw there, that's one of the strongest muscles in the body in terms of like the amount of pressure that it can put out. So yeah, it's just an unlucky. you have to do it for a hot second before that muscle decides, like, learns to not do the clenching and stuff that causes the pain. Yeah. But hopefully it'll be fine. I'm still praying for that 6 months instead of 4, but we'll see. It is what it is. For now, I'm just happy that it hurts way less. And that's very nice to not have to deal with that on top of other things. Although that first week was very unfun when the muscles in my head were like, wait, you mean we have to do work now? So that was uncool. That was generally speaking uncool, but I kind of figured that was gonna happen going into it. You know, no pain for Pico. I mean, that'll never happen, but less pain for Pico is always fantastic. There's always gonna... Look, with the amount of, like, just, like, stupid chronic shit I have, there's always gonna be pain for Pico, but I can deal with a decent amount of pain just because it's my board, like, it's my baseline, you know? It's fine. But less pain for Pico is always nice. That's always nice. I'll take that. That makes me happy. Yeah, muscles holding Pico hostage with pain. Honestly, it's so stupid.
Has offered $10 in treasures. Future Botox fund. TMJ only, please XD. Don't worry if it's good. We got you.
Thank you for the TMJ fund. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will never get Botox for anything other than, like, medical purposes. As much as the fucking doctor was like, oh, you could just get the full, yeah, you could get this for aesthetic purpose. Fuck you. I don't care about looking older, honestly. I don't give a fuck. I'm very much of the opinion that when you get lines on your face, it shows that you've moved your face and it shows that you've lived. I think that, like, smile lines, like when like the grandmas that have, like, the crow's feet, that's what they're called, around the eyes, that are like, you get them by smiling. And I'm like, when I see people that have those, I always think, like, wow, like, they're a person who, like, has smiled a lot in their life. They've had a lot of things that have, obviously, they've had a good time with. They've laughed, they've lived. I think it's really nice. I think crow's feet are probably my favorite wrinkles. I think that I think they give a lot of character to a face. Now, that's not to say that I don't hate some of my own, you know? Like, I don't really have any, like, super deep wrinkles or anything, but, like, you know, sometimes you get the, like, fine lines underneath your eyes. I have some of those. Or, like, when around your mouth, the nasolabial fold gets more pronounced as you age. And, like, I'm like, oh, I hate that line, but you know what it is. I don't help myself because I'm too animated when I talk, so I'm for surezies when I'm an old grandma, I'm gonna have a real deep nasolabial fold. I'll probably have some forehead wrinkles too, because I do a lot of, like, eyebrow movements and scrunching my face and stuff, and that's fine because that tells the story of my life. Look, it's too expensive. If you want to try to look youthful forever, great. That's fine. You should have been an Asian. But also, like, you know, it's fine. That's your own decision. But that's not what I want to spend my, like, time and money on. Dude, I barely, like... Look, I go to the hairdresser once a year, okay? I'm not the one to tell you don't live to look young and do your own thing. I'm not. Like, everyone has their own thing. To some people, that's really important, and that's perfectly okay. I just don't happen to be one of those people. I'm half Asian. Do I get half the benefits? That's what I tell myself. To be fair, though, my dad also has aged really well. Like, my uncle, when he was in town, is my dad's younger brother. But my dad looks like the younger brother. My uncle spent, like, an hour or so, probably longer, honestly, arguing with my dad's neighbor, trying to convince this neighbor that he was the younger brother, and the neighbor did not believe him. So I'm deluded. And I'm just telling myself I'm gonna look young forever. Which is not the case, but you know. Yeah. You wanna look young when you're super old, you'll find the fountain of youth. Yeah, go on a big adventure, right? Do something fun, find the fountain of youth, do the thing, yeah. You heard the reason we have signs of aging is gravity and sunlight? That's a huge part of it, for sure, Z's. For, like, one of the best preventions for, like, your skin aging is sunscreen. It says the person who puts on sunscreen maybe 1 day out of 7. It annoys me when old people try to act 17. I mean, I've said this before, but personalities tend to solidify somewhere around 25, and then it's just like, have you learned how to be a mature person? I can't say shit because I act like this at my own age, so... Teehee. You've looked older all your life. I think I looked... people assumed I was older when I was younger, and then now people tend to assume a couple of years younger than my actual age. I'm not out here gonna be like, oh yeah, I look so much younger, I get mistaken for a teenager. No, not at fucking all. I look like an adult. But I do usually get a couple, like between 2 and 5 years under what my actual age is when people guess. Which of my parents is Asian? My mom is. My mom is, which is probably why she made sink pierogies today. I'll accompany you on your journey towards El Dorado. Ooh, very fun. Now you're gonna meet the hot princess. It'll be great. Just stay indoors and never go out. That could work too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works for me, you know? Yeah. Social and mature is the most important time out. Yeah, I think it's really important to, it's really important to be able to know when to be mature, I think, right? So, like, if you have to be able to read the room to know, like, hey, do I have to pretend to be an adult here or not? And if you don't, then great, just be whoever you are. But, at first, when you're making, like, impressions and stuff, you need to know when you have to be mature and actually take things seriously. I think people who don't know that are some of the people I hate the most. They're so annoying. Because you're like, okay, this is a serious situation. Like, we're trying to work through an actual problem here. Why the fuck are you acting like a high schooler who's had too much fucking Coca-Cola? Jesus Christ. Your mom got mistaken for being your older sister one time? Yeah, mine did too. When I was in uni, way back when. Yeah, someone thought that my mom was my older sister, so. Sink pierogies must have been delicious. They were pretty good, honestly. I quite enjoy pierogies in general, which is why my mom made them, because she messaged me and my brother and was like, okay, you guys we're not going to go out to a restaurant for Father's Day. You guys are going to come here and we're going to cook food. What's your favorite food? I'm going to cook it. What do you want? And I, like, jokingly was like, coffee. And she's like, no, but actually, like, an actual food, you stupid. And I was like, pierogies. I did not think she was going to make pierogies, because usually she generally speaking makes... Well, when we're there, it's like a pseudo-Asian food. But, like, I was like, pierogies! And then I thought, like, I was saying it as a joke, thinking that my mom was gonna be like, absolutely not. And then my brother was like, no, actually, yeah, I really like pierogies, too. And so she made pierogies, and they were good. They were good pierogies. Lots of bacon and caramelized onions and sausage. Very yummy. But yeah, if you're not on my Twitter, one of the first things I saw as I came and sat in the kitchen to talk with my dad was my mom was trying to strain the water out of, like, boiling the pierogies, and instead she just dumped all of the pierogies into the sink. And then she hand washed them all in hot water. And put them in the frying pan with the bacon and the onions and the sausages. At least they were cooked again, so, you know, it's fine. She wasn't trying to secretly hide her mistake. We all saw her pour the fucking pierogies into the sink. It's a really good thing that my parents are just, like, very clean. If they were sink pierogies at my house, we would have to throw them away. We would 100% have to throw them away. But my parents are very clean. So no shot that sink hasn't been cleaned within the last couple of days, so. Yeah, my thinking is, like, oh, like, you know, she washed them again, and then you have to recook them anyway, so, like, anything that would have been on them that wasn't good probably would have gotten murdered like, you know. If it was just, like, boiled pierogies and she washed them off and then put bacon in them, then I would have been like, okay, maybe not. But yeah. You've had sink noodles before by mistake? Yeah. Lucky you, yeah, delicious pierogies. And then, yeah, so we had pierogies, and because we asked for pierogies, I think she decided that she was going to make the whitest meal that she's ever made in my entire life. because she not only made like fried pierogies with like the bacon and caramelized onion and sausage and stuff, she made broccoli salad. Which is like, you know, like the broccoli, yeah, huh? Yeah, that is such a white person salad. Yeah, it is. It's like pieces of broccoli, and she put like pine nuts and some like little apple bits and onions, and yeah, like it's like a sweet white like a dressing. It's like mayo and something. It's a very white person salad. You've never had a really? You think you've seen that before? Yeah, wait, let me... Broccoli salad. Yeah, here, wait. This one has craisins in it, but she cut up an apple. There was no craisins. Here, wait. This shit. You look at this and don't tell... You can't tell me, looking at this, that this isn't white people food. It's got like a vaguely sweet dressing on it. Yeah, usually it's like broccoli and onions and then some sort of nut and some sort of fruit, usually. So, a lot of people put like craisins in it. My mom put apples, like little pieces of apples into it. Yeah, it's pretty white, right? This stuff, I think it's like coleslaw dressing. Yeah, it's like the same like semi-sweet like white dressing. Yeah. It's a bad looking salad. Honestly, it's pretty good. It's just very yeah, it's my very Asian mom. I don't think she's ever made a salad like that, ever. As a white person, you haven't ever eaten this kind of salad. Really? Usually when we have family reunions, it's like my white auntie that brings that kind of a thing. It's a very salad, yeah. Yes, it's raw broccoli. Raw broccoli. I do have some in the fridge. I did take some home. So I'm gonna have even more broccoli and pierogies. I don't know about, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Honestly, I was thinking she was gonna make like, I don't know, like braised pork and like shitty seasoned broccoli and rice and egg and stuff like that. Are you a rabbit? No, I'm a raccoon. Looking it up, it's from the Midwest circa 1970s. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that her go-to meal? Usually, growing up, it was like we would have some sort of meat, some sort of veggies, and rice. That was always what dinner was, like 99% of the time. And so it was either like, you know, she would make like something chicken-based. She would make like pork braised something or other. Very rarely was it steak, and if it was very dry. Or egg. Lots of egg type things. I liked the egg type things. Those were good, no matter if they were bad for me or not. Who doesn't eat rice once a day? People who are not Asian, generally. We were a bit odd. We lived in most of the places that I lived growing up, especially, you know, the places that are up north, there's not a lot of Asians. My mom, in fact, there were some people who thought she was just a very weird looking First Nations lady a couple of times. Like she just like straight up got asked that because there weren't a lot of Asians up in the northern, like small towns sort of idea. At least twice, right? Yeah. I think nowadays it's a lot more common that generally, like people in general will eat rice. But yeah, generally speaking, it was a lot, mostly just like, you know, if you're Asian, you probably grew up eating a lot of rice. And I mean, obviously my household is like half and half. So I grew up, essentially it was like Asian food was dinner, sandwich was lunch, and probably usually oatmeal was breakfast. Or some cereal, oatmeal, depending. Sometimes toast, not usually. But yeah. Good almost afternoon. Good almost afternoon to you. Yeah. Breakfast and dinner and lunch if it can be helped. Yeah. My mom would do that for sure. Ooh, I think... God, what, like, there's a rice wine soup she would make for a while because she was told that it was really good for your, blood circulation and your skin health and something else. So she, for a while, would make this, like, sweet rice wine soup. That was pretty good, honestly. Your German dad cooking was the exception for you? Rice every day growing up? Yeah. If my dad would, generally speaking, only cook if my mom was out of the house, and then 99% of the time we would have chicken strips and a Caesar salad. Or we would get takeout. Or my grandma would bring casseroles over, and he would just put those in the oven. Which is why, for the majority of my life, I assumed that my dad just, like, was not a very good cook. And then recently, my mom had to go home because her father died over a holiday. And my dad, like, cooked, like, a big meal for, I think, for Christmas. And I was like, what the fuck? You can cook? So yeah, rice wine soup sounds nice. It was really good, yeah. Delicious, delicious. Anywho. Yeah. Hello, Clinton. Yeah. Anyway, it was an interesting Father's Day today. We all just kind of were hanging out and recollecting, and I was telling my family members, like, things that I've told you guys on stream. So, like, at one point, I told my brother and my mom, and I was like, yeah, like, I said that, like, I think that bro is smarter than me, just, like, lazier than me. And my mom was like, I wouldn't say he's smarter than you, but he's definitely lazier than you. And then she also was like, I think it's because you guys never had to try in school. And then they were talking about, like, oh, like, yeah, like, there was other, like, kids who were, like, study, trying to get the, like, 98, 99, 100. And me and bro were happy with, like, 90. Like, we got our A. We don't have to do anything anymore. And then, like, I think I posted this on Twitter. My mom was like, yeah, you guys could have done that, but, like, we didn't force you to do that. And then, yeah, Bro Boo was like, yeah, could you imagine you guys made Pekoe study more, and she wouldn't have had any friends. She would be even worse at going outside and talking to people than she is now. And, like, I was like, excuse you, but everyone laughed. Everyone laughed. Look, I understand that I, generally speaking, don't go outside unless it's, like, one of my 3 friends or I'm going to work, okay? But you don't have to fucking mock me for it, alright? You don't have to fucking mock me for it, Jesus Christ. Anyway, and then we started talking about, like, how Bro Boo was, like, a troublemaker in school, and I wasn't. And then I told them about, like, no, like, I did some troublemaking things, but I just was really good at talking my way out of it, And my brother was like, yeah, because you're a girl. And I was like, well, no, because I also didn't let myself get a reputation as being one of those kids, So when I did do something, no one would expect it of me, and they would let me get away with it. He ended up with a bad reputation because he never got away with it. And it was him in the same group of friends that he still has. Yeah, and then my mom was talking about, yeah, she had to go in for him multiple times to, like, talk to the principal so he didn't get in trouble, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then they talked about, apparently, I don't remember this, so I guess my brain just, like, threw it out the window. But apparently, when I was in, I would have been in high school, I guess. Apparently, when I was in high school, my parents got some kids kicked out of the school because one day I was just walking and some guys leaned out of a car and shot me with a BB gun. And so my parents got them kicked out of the school, and so they had to go somewhere else. I don't fucking remember this at all, but my parents were talking about this at the table, and I was like, you would think you would remember something like that happening to you, because I remember so many things from my childhood of, like, That's interesting. That's an expellable offense? Yeah, I suppose so. So yeah, there were two guys who got expelled from the school. And then I told my mom about IB, and she was like, because I blamed her. I was like, it's your fault I got into the program. And she was like, no, it had nothing to do with me. And I was like, it was, because for the first time, I told them that my IB essay application was like, I do not want to be an IB. Like, my mom wants me to be an IB, I don't want to be an IB. And I reminded my mom that she, like, it was probably between my grades and the fact that she was the IB coordinator's, like, daughter's violin teacher. And my mom was like, oh yeah, I was. And I was like, yes, you were, and this is why I blame you. And she was like, but it was good for you, right? And I was like, fucking, you're not wrong, but still, nepotism buff. Yeah, that's honestly what it was. It was like, between them looking at my grades, because I had, like, good grades. I've said before, I think I won, in 10th grade, I won a science award for sleeping in the back of the classroom. And I still got the highest marks. Yeah, between my grades and my mom having, like, taught violin to this kid, I was like, there was no shot that I was escaping getting into nerd classes. Mew! Mew, 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 mew. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Mew, mew, mew. Welcome, welcome on in. Hi, Mew. Hi, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I love you, Mew. Hi, hi. How is Cute Cat today? How is Cute Cat today? How was your stream? I hope it was a lot of fun. I hope it was a lot of fun. Yes. Fun stream for the Mew, the cute cat, the one boop her nose. Oh, boop her nose, she's so cute. Yes. For those of you just coming in with Mew, I hope you had a super fun time. Yeah, a lot of fun singing, yay! Yes, for those of you coming in, hello, my name is Pekoe Boo. I am your one and only super cool ghostly raccoon. We're just yapping about my family making fun of me on Father's Day because I went out and spent the entire day with them. And how my brain has the stupid because I forgot to turn my ASMR mic off, and today was supposed to be ASMR, but now my mic is dead, so we're not doing that, obviously. She's got a nose. She's not noseless. She has a very cute boopable nose. You know. I want her to lean in, and then I can just be like, boop. You know, and that would make me happy. I think I could live for maybe 5 happy years if I got to boop her nose. I think that's exactly how that would work. Jelena, well, thank you for the gifted membership to So Dogs. Welcome on in. Hello. She's a pure cat model, no nose. It has a nose. Oh my god. Yeah. It would make me so happy. I would just get just one little boop, then I would be happy. Yum, water. I did not stay hydrated today. I spent 4 hours on a bus today. So instead, I am just hydrated and full of death. Or not, I am dehydrated, that's the one. Jelena, thank you for another gifted membership to Beep. Thank you. You can drink water in the bus. I did not bring my water bottle with me. I brought a coffee on the way there, so I drank that on the bus on my way to my parents' place. But that's it. While I was there, I drank 1 cup of water. That's approximately it, honestly. So, hi mutant. Hello, mutant-san. Welcome. But yeah, so I ended up dehydrated. I just was reading manga the entire time. Yeah, that's and disassociating. That's what I was doing on the bus. It's a long bus ride, but I don't do it super often, so it's always nice to go out and see them. Usually they come out to us, but what manga? Oh god, what was I reading this time? Let me see. Let me see. I caught up with one, and then I started reading another one. I caught up with Returning with Absolutely Nothing, which is a returnee manga storyline, where it's like just a normal guy. Like, he was like a C-rank mercenary, goes back in time, and he doesn't get any superpowers. So it's like him struggling with, like, knowing the future and trying to get stronger and having, like a lot of, like, self-worth issues and, insecurity and stuff. But, like, needing to get stronger to, like, save the people. Yeah, it's a returnee storyline. So that was really good, but I caught up with it. I think, hopefully that starts, putting out new chapters again soon. And then the other one that I was reading is an Insincere Idols, Insincere Idols Blank Slate, which is technically also a returnee storyline. So a returnee storyline is essentially just a time traveler, right? So they went through their life and then they return to a previous moment in their life. So a lot of the time, returnee storylines tend to be like end of the world scenarios, with the gates, and so they become super powerful because they know all of these things. Which is why the one that I was reading was kind of interesting, I found, because he wasn't like this super powerful anything, and it's like he has to actually struggle up, and like every single other character that he meets is stronger than him. But he uses the knowledge that he got the first time around that he lived to like get certain powers that he missed the first time, or to deal with certain things. It seems like the first time he went through life, he got tricked into drinking a paralytic poison by who he thought was a nice guy showing me this new world. And so he drank this poison, got sold into a slave market, and then had to fight his way out. He had tons of scars. He eventually became a C-rank mercenary. But his life was shit, essentially. Sounds like New Game Plus. Yeah, sort of. Same sort of idea. And then so in the second one, in this life, he's struggling and trying to do his best. And then you figure other things out. Sounds like a dozen isekai. Yeah, I think it's a less popular trope, but it's still very trope for sure. And then the other one, the Insincere Idols Blank Slate, is also returnee, but less common in that it's not to do with battle or powers or anything. It's someone who was an idol has returned to the past, because he made, what was it, 30 million fans. He made 30 million people hate him as an idol. And so the system was fuck you. You have to make 30 million people like you now, or you. And every time his sincerity drops to 0, he dies and returns to this particular spot in time. And so it's kind of just him trying figuring out all of these things and working through being an idol. You hate the system trope. See, the thing is about this one, I don't mind it too much, because this time the system isn't in your face. It's literally just oh, insincerity drops. That's the one window you get. It doesn't really tell you a bunch of other stuff. I don't mind this system trope. Sometimes it is very I think it's very overused, because they want to have something that's an easy to recognize help window guiding system, and it's something that a lot of people who are into manga and manhwa are very familiar with, given that a lot of us play MMOs and stuff. So we're very it's a very friendly interface for us, because we have used it in all sorts of games. I think that's kind of the reason it got so popular, and now it's very, very overused. But I don't mind it most of the time, as long as it's not super in your face. and like everything hinges on this one stupid system, then I think it's okay. I don't mind it all the time, but yeah. Have I seen the Marie Antoinette regression series? I don't think I have. What's that one called? That sounds interesting. Maybe I do know it, I'm not braining properly, but yeah. But yeah, that's what I was reading on the bus today. Quite good. I read just about everything. I probably should just go through all of my bookmarks and start like picking things up, because every once in a while the series that I used to read a lot were like they finished, and so I get to go back and read them from the beginning all the way to the end, and that always makes me really happy. So yeah, you'll find it and send it in tomorrow. Thank you. Hello, Saint. Hello, welcome. Yeah. What do you mean you're surprised? Most of what I read is wholesome reading, thank you very much. I don't only read smut. I just don't veer away from smut, you know? 99% of the time, if I'm reading, I'll just read whatever looks interesting. I don't care if it's smut or not smut or whatever, you know? It's very rarely that I'm like, yes, I only want to read hentai right now. That's not really. I just kind of you know, I'm like, this looks fun. Let's read the thing. This looks fun. Let's read the thing. And it is what it is. Sometimes it's wholesome and sometimes it's smut. Yeah, smut is life. I mean, smut can be really good, but it's not all I read. Oh my god. Any good recommends? No. You read everything too if it looks fun, right? Hello, Rondo. Nothing much, just yapping and play some cozy games later. Reads hentai for the plot and the plot. Yes, both the plot and the plot. Exactly. Smut can be wholesome. Yeah, I don't read wholesome smut. I read wholesome stories, but I don't read wholesome smut. Very rarely does a story go into that category that I am like, yeah, that was great. No, that's not what I wanted in my smut. You know? Regress Trash Prince story, it's quite wholesome. Yeah. You wrote smut yesterday? Ooh, fanfiction writer. Yeah. She wants tears. I mean, if it's a storyline and it fits in, fine. I'm okay with that. I just like, you know, if I'm reading something specifically for the smut, I'm not a wholesome look at our happy life type of smut reader. Tags hand-holding marriage, female. Yeah, I know lots of girls who really like that kind of thing. I am not one of them. Like, stories that are like that, sure, absolutely. Like, romance, like manga and manhwa, as long as they don't fucking dance around the fact that they like each other for 12 million years. I fucking hate that shit. I will drop a story for that. But like, you know, if it's like they actually have some fucking basis of communication in the story, I will read just like cute, wholesome romance stories. That's fine. I am perfectly okay with that. But if I'm reading it like, it's like tagged as smut and I'm reading it as smut, I don't want your cute, lovey-dovey smecks. I don't want that in my face. Thank you very much. Fuck you for having cute, wholesome relationship. See, sometimes I'm like, I used to just be like, yeah, it's just not my thing. And then sometimes I'm like, is it jealousy, Jesus? Is it me? Could be. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like it. Maybe it's that. First time viewer. Oh, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the general we get on to weird topics marathon. Hooray! Yeah, you've seen some strange ones, wholesome ending, but also yakodon. Yeah, like wholesome endings is fine. Keep the vanilla away from my smut. See, I think that cute relationships should just be in normal stories. I don't know, you know, I want no, it's not necessarily train wrecks either. But, you know. I was gonna say just not your preference, but now I'm not sure of that. I think it's not my preference for smut specifically, but also it's just like, I don't like it. Pico hates wholesomeness confirmed. I don't hate wholesomeness. I have the opposite problem. Cute, wholesome smut's hard to find. Is it? I don't know. I run into it. Yeah, I guess, I guess that kind of makes sense. Because I feel like there's probably a lot of people that read smut specifically for, like, tags that are not really, like, real life-able. Question mark? You reject all non-vanilla? Couldn't be me. Yeah. Vanilla can be great depending on the character pairing and type. Yeah, like, that's not to say that I haven't read vanilla pairings. And that's not to say that I haven't read wholesome smut. It's just, generally speaking, not my preference. How did you find your taste evolving over time? The first smutty thing that I ever watched, I was tricked into, and it was Bible Black. So, it hasn't. Look, the very first hentai I ever watched was a very specific, not Boku no Pico. I mean, I guess technically that too. It's fine. It is what it is. That's a terrible start. Straight up to the big one. Yeah. That's where I learned about kinks. Yeah. Because Bible Black has just about everything. Woohoo! Like, how not vanilla are you talking? Like, a lot of not vanilla. Nothing is worse than redo heal. Yeah, I started reading that, and then I was like, it gets better, right? And then it never really did, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know about this one in particular. This is partly why was it a formative moment in my life? Who knows? But it is what it is. Pico is nowhere near as Bible Black. Yeah, I think Boku no Pico was just more like, I was like uncomfortable, like what the fuck is happening 99% of the time. Because I also was about, God, would I have been like 16, 17? It was like late high school when I watched these things. On a tiny little iPod. Yeah, and then eventually on like a DVD watching machine. Do you guys remember those? Like, you could burn DVDs and then it would be like a little portable like screen that you could put like a DVD into and you could watch it. Yeah, one of those. Bible Black has a plot because it's a visual novel originally? Yes. To some extent. Yeah, because there was like a whole ass fucking like, was it a demon or a curse or something? Anyway, yeah, it got interesting. Travel DVD player, yeah, portable DVD. What do you mean, boomer? Fuck off, it's fine. Where's Nate to complain about his back? No! No! It's just a totally normal travel DVD player. Definitely used to watch anime and or hentai. Yay! Woohoo! Bible Black was an introduction to many LimeWire users. Really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was given it by one of my friends' older brothers who thought it would be a hilarious idea to recommend that and Boku no Pico. So, you know. Thank you for the posture check, puckered butthole. That is perfectly a-okay, Martin. You don't need to necessarily have thoughts about this topic. Have a good night, May May. Have a good night. Get some good rest. Get some good rest. Yes. You learn Japanese for understanding eroge plots. I can see that for sure, Z's. Thank you, Jello Noel, for the hydrate. Yeah, I feel like most people probably don't watch the first, like don't remember rather the first like hentai or smut thing that they watched, because I think for most people it was probably just like some random thing, right? For me, I was a very sheltered child and I wasn't expecting it. I think some of you already know, but the first place that I watched it was in the back of a math class. I finished my math, I was done, I was sitting in the back waiting for the class period to be over, on my iPod. my little tiny iPod screen, thinking I was gonna watch some good anime to end the class, and it was I'm black, so yeah. Sheltered kiddos get got with stuff that's so hard, it's ironic. Yeah, for some reason, I feel like there's like two paths, right? If you were really sheltered as a kid, hi Lord Penguin, it's either gonna be you end up just being like you continue going with that and you become like a normal person with a white picket fence and you're like a well-adjusted member of society, or you become a weird, fucked up art kid. And we can only guess which one I became. That's crazy. Hi, Jub. I was not caught, no. With audio, I had headphones. Funny, most people report having changing taste over time. You got yourself figured out sooner than most? Yeah. Subbed or dubbed? Dubbed, because in this particular period of time, most people that I knew thought that subbed was a travesty to existence and heresy against the anime gods. So, I think the only two anime that I ever watched subbed were... Oh, that I ever watched dubbed, rather? No, other way around. Wait. I watched things subbed, not dubbed, and the only two things that I watched... Sorry, my brain is not working today. The only two things I watched dubbed were Inuyasha and Fruits Basket. Yeah. Sub is life, more or less. Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, sorry. My brain is not doing the thing. Can you tell? Anyway, yeah, the only two things that I watched dubbed as a kid were Inuyasha and Fruits Basket. And I still stick by the fact that the dub for the original Fruits Basket is better. Am I biased? Probably. Did I write an email to the poor voice actor for Yuki being like, hello, I am your future wife? Absolutely. Did that poor man probably get far too many emails from weird-ass cringe teenagers? Definitely. So, you know, it is what it is. Not Sailor Moon. I mean, yes, but I watched Sailor Moon as like a child and before I was into anime, so I didn't really know what a dub versus sub. I didn't know that it was an anime, not a cartoon. You know, why? Because I was a cringe-ass fucking weeb. Some people seem to forget that I literally made the anime club in my high school. Okay? I was a giant cringe-ass fucking weeb, alright? My grade 12 fucking yearbook photo, I'm literally half in cosplay, alright? I was a gigantic fucking weeb. I 100% was that bitch going around with like the desiones and the fucking kawaiis and shit, okay? Like, I cringe at giant fucking weebs only because I remember the days. The cursed days in my past. You know, it is what it is, okay? Yeah, I had an interest. You know, my childhood was like an interesting combination of very like sheltered child whose parents wanted her to be a really cool normal person, and also being the weird ass motherfucker who started an anime club. So yeah. Woohoo! You needed some solidarity in the past, bro. Yeah, I had my, like, couple of friends. Yeah, yearbook cosplay is certainly something. Yeah, I'm also, like, scowling in the photo because they made me take off my Cornelia V. Britannia wig. So instead, I just have, like, I have, like, 2 different characters from Prince of Tennis. Like, bits and pieces from things, and anyway. I did Naruto run. Not at school, necessarily, but I did Naruto run. I dressed up one year as L from Death Note for Halloween. And I just fucking, like, sat like him and did all the things, and, you know, it is what it is. Became attached to wide-eyed hand-drawn girls. Yeah. You're normal these days, am I? I think most hardcore weebs used to be sheltered kids. Possibly. Yeah. I guess that was frustrating. Might as well let you be full cringe. I was pissed, not just because they made me take it off, because they made me take it off, and then there were some popular guys who were allowed to wear like fro wigs and shit, which very obviously weren't their hair. I was really mad. Don't you still sit like him? Only like 50% of the time. And not on like my, like, you know, not always. I don't hold things like him. I was holding things like him that day. Yeah. Weren't you the one to wear the Haruhi band? I don't think I wore the Haruhi band. I knew the dance. I watched all of it. I knew all about everything that existed for Haruhi, but hello, I'll think about my name later. Welcome on in. Vision of Escaflowne for the win. Absolutely. I had a Akatsuki robe. It's not an Itachi robe, thank you very much. I liked Sasori. Did I wear it to school once? Maybe. Woohoo! Popular people get away with all sorts of things, right? It was stupid. I was so fucking angry, man. Honestly, what we from that time didn't know the yeah. Hara Yukai and the Lucky Star Dance? Yes, exactly. Yes. Always want to watch Vision of Escaflowne again, but you never find time? Oh, yeah. He's good. What do you mean you knew it? What do you mean? No, you don't. You don't know. You can't tell me what you know. Well, you can. Because if you don't tell me what you know, then no one else is going to tell anyone what you know, because only you know what you know. But, you know. Weeb culture experienced a kind of renaissance with all kinds of dances and memes, things like Garuga Mesh. Yeah. God, when Garuga Mesh became a heckin' meme, I already went to Sakura-con at that particular point in time. Was that my second Sakura-con? Renaissance? Do you not like how I say Renaissance? What's wrong with it this time? What's wrong with it this time? No way I'm getting it. Right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I thought I heard a slightly French accent. No, not me. Why would I have a French accent? That's crazy. You're saying that the girl who can't speak French past maybe singing the Raccoonadian anthem, could it possibly have a French accent? Pico can French even taught it. Yeah, that was a terrible moment. Quebecois Pico. No! Absolutely not. I've only been to Quebec once, and it was because my friend lived there. Hi, Deluxe Birch. Hello. Petit poisson, naja, petit poisson. Go. There, that's the extent of my French. Yeah. I can sing about little fish. Little fish. What does it mean? Little fish, swimming, swimming, swimming. Little fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. He got eaten. You know so much random stuff? I do. Just a lot of weird-ass random bullshit. That's what takes up all the space in my head. Terrible, right? It's absolutely atrocious. Nothing else can fit in there because it's just full of bullshit. You remember the pineapple that taught you French? Yes. Also, Charlotte Diamond taught me some French. Also taught me some Spanish. Yeah. Yeah. I loved Charlotte Diamond as a kid. I went to multiple Charlotte Diamond live concerts. Which is a wild thing to say. I bet you anything 99.9% of the people in here have no idea who the fuck Charlotte Diamond is. I feel like that's a very Raccoonadian thing. And it's very dated. The amazing thing is the random bullshit comes with real smart, useful stuff too. Every once in a while, there's like an actual useful something. The Magic School Bus taught me more than my teachers did. Dude, the Magic School Bus is great. And I literally used episodes from the Magic School Bus even when I was a teacher. The kids were really fucking confused about why the fuck I was bringing a VHS player into the into the classroom. But, yeah. It was great. In my practicum to be a teacher, I did it for like 3rd grade. And there was oh God, what was the unit? It was a science unit on sound. Yeah, it was a science unit on sound. So we watched the episode that had to do with sound waves and stuff. And then we did in-class experiments that showed how that showed how sound waves worked. And they all got to do like hands-on stuff around the classroom. And so that's good. I liked doing hands-on stuff because some people learn, like, that's the best way for them to learn. I don't think there's enough of that. At least there wasn't when I was a kid. So, yeah. Don't kids usually enjoy bringing videos for class? Absolutely. But these days, generally speaking, no one knows what the fuck a VHS player is. Yeah. They dare question Magic School Bus? Yeah. What do you mean stuff was morally questionable? No, Magic School Bus was great. One year when I was a teacher for Halloween, I literally dressed up as Miss Frizzle in a whole ass cosplay and shit. No one knew who I was. Only the other teachers knew who I was. The other teachers were like, oh my God, so good. Oh my God, I love your costume. And all the kids were like, who the fuck are you? I was so sad. Miss Frizzle is buff though. Miss Frizzle's great. I love Miss Frizzle. Magic School Bus and Bill Nye. Yeah. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill. I used to watch that a lot at home, with my dad. My dad loved Bill Nye the Science Guy. To be fair, my dad just loves science. I think the two shows that he liked the most, the ones that we would watch with him, was Bill Nye and Pinky and the Brain. Yeah. You never liked Bill? Really? Ah. Yeah, I grew up with Bill Nye. You dressed up for the teachers, not the students? I mean, I didn't realize that none of the students in my head, I was like, oh yeah, Magic School Bus. Kids love Magic School Bus. No, kids loved Magic School Bus when you were in school, you motherfucker. You remember being assigned to get the TV cart from the storage room, rolling that tube across the school? Yeah. When I had my own classroom, we were one of 2 classes that had a projector. Specifically because before I took over the class, it was another teacher and it was her projector, and then she left it for the school because she ended up going to become a principal. So I like inherited the projector. So that was nice, but yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take over the world. That's what we're doing tonight. Gonna try to take over the world. I always wonder if Pinky stopped the brain on purpose, right? Like sometimes I was like, everyone's like, oh, Pinky's an idiot. Like as a kid, I was like, Pinky's so fucking stupid. And then as I got older, I was like, is Pinky stupid, or is Pinky just the moral compass who doesn't want to tell his friend to not do the thing, but it finds ways to like get the blame on himself, you know? What I teach? I taught grade 6-7. Yeah. Hi, T. Hello. I hope you're doing well, T. Hello. Maybe Pinky was secretly the devious genius. Yeah, I was always wondering. I was like, does he play the role of being like a stupid sidekick? But really, he was there to like temper the brain's like megalomaniac tendencies, right? Good morning, Aura. Did you bring everything to school? You finished your homework? Oh, great. You can go hang your backpack up over there, right? Take a seat. Personally love the music numbers in Rita and the Runt. I don't know Rita and Runt. I don't think I know that. What? They both went through the same experiment after all, right? And even in the theme song, it's one is a genius, the other's insane. It's not one is a genius and the other is stupid. He's just insane. He can be insane and a genius, you know? So like maybe we've been discounting him all along. Maybe he's also a genius. Yeah! Thank you, Marky, for the exact same... the same thing that I was... Yeah. Hi, Juicebox. Hello. Does it... Yes, popular mechanics for kids. Absolutely. My favorite school subjects were probably like literature, like English and history. Yeah. There wasn't anything in school that I was bad at, but my preferences were definitely like the arts. Yeah. There's a thin line between genius and insanity. Absolutely. Dragon Tales! Yes! And reading Rainbow. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I do like biology. I do. I would say biology was probably my favorite science. And I did take some biology in uni as well. I was thinking about doing another, like a minor in like bio or kinesiology or like something to do with like, cause I really liked, brain, please. Anyway, there was a moment where I was thinking of doing like a biology-based minor, but I already had a double major, and I was like, that's probably not the best thing to do. So, we did sometimes talk about some bio-related things, but we don't talk about a ton of bio-related things. Just every once in a while. Yeah. Yeah. I do have, I would say, above average human biology and anatomy knowledge. But I just think it's fun. I just think it's neat. I saw a Blue's Clues thing earlier. One of your coworkers recognized it immediately, but my other one who's 18 didn't know. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I think of as being like, oh yeah, kids like this. And then it's like, no, absolutely not. And then also like, like Pokemon, for example. When I, like, there was a while that it was like, it was an adult thing. Kids didn't like Pokemon. And now kids like Pokemon again. And when I was teaching, it was kind of like it was right before Pokemon really kind of got a big boom with kids again. But I still taught math using Pokemon. I still taught math using Pokemon because we had to, grade 6, 7, you have to learn like ratios and fractions and shit. So I thought, like, you know, at least they'll have like imagery to go along with it, you know. Did I do the Pokemon rap for them? I absolutely did not do the Pokemon rap for them. Yeah. Blue's Clues, you remember watching Steve head off to college and Joe took over? Oh, man. Yeah, I was not ever really a Blues Clues kid, but yeah, I did see some of it, and I know a decent amount, but yeah. But a year ago, you were teaching kids, young kids music. The disconnect was really jarring from my youth. Yeah. Did you have to do recorders? That's like a, what, 4th grade thing? At least here, in 4th grade, all the kids in music class get recorders, and they learn to read sheet music. Oh, that is a hellish time. That is a hellish time. Oh my god. Hot cross buns, wanna pay to pay hot cross buns. It was a fancy private school, so they had pianos. Okay. Some of those kids were tone deaf. They absolutely were. And I was so pissed at it the entire time. Yes, recorders can sound good if you play them decently. Also, if they're a decent recorder. They don't give out decent recorders at school. Dude, I hated music class when I was in elementary. I hated music class. It was such a waste of my time. Such a waste of my time. Because at that particular point, by the time I was 10, I was in grade 10 piano already. So I knew how to read sheet music. I knew my music theory. I had to get up 2 hours before school to practice piano anyway. I didn't want to. Oh my god, it was the word. They were like, this is an A, play an A. Yeah, I'm playing an A. Now, why can't the other fucking 25 people in my class play an A? It's so easy. That's not how it works, Pico. Not everyone has had 12 billion hours of piano practice. Anyway, it pissed me off. I hated music class. Oh my god. Hated it so much. Because, like, I already knew it all, and I don't like it when people play the wrong note. I don't like it when I play or sing the wrong note, let alone someone else playing or singing the wrong note. They did make me help the other kids, but that was fine. I was very used to that. I did that in every single class that I was in, essentially. So you saw a mouse and panicked and oh no, I hope you're okay. Saw a mouse in your place? Crazy. Oh my god. Low-key, glad your Asian mother didn't have enough money at the time to put you through piano class. I mean, one of the things I regret in life is that once I hit, like, grade 10 piano, I essentially threw a fit and was like, I don't want to do this anymore, because, like, no one, like, because after 10th grade piano, the next 2 things are a teaching certification and a concert pianist certification. And I was like, no one is gonna fucking give me money for these things because I'm 10, so hello, hi, welcome raiders. Kazoo crew invades. Did you guys have a stream to do with kazoos? Dreamy Etude, you were playing. Did you have anything, or is that just your chat fan name? I need to know. Ooh, you were playing Limbus Company. Ooh, that's fun. How was it? How'd it go? You do have a kazoo? I love that. Oh my god. I have some friends who have like little like kazoos or harmonicas or things, slide whistles at their desks. I'm always jealous. I feel like I should get something like that, but then I feel like I would just play with it too much and simply ruin the vibe. Have a good night, Marky. Or, well, yeah, have as good a sleep as you can possibly get before class in the afternoon slash, my version of morning. It is what it is. Have a good one. Angela Noel, thank you for the gifted membership to Dreamy A2. Thank you. Should probably introduce myself. I always forget to do that. Hello, buhayo. Hello. My name is Pekoe Boo. Your one and only super cool ghostly raccoon. I am a yapper. Most streams that we do are gaming streams eventually, but first I will yap. I will always yap. Generally speaking, for 1 to 2 hours beforehand, so apologies. We go to a lot of different topics. Some of them are normal, some of them are cursed. And a lot of them are cursed, I'm not gonna lie. But welcome on in. We do a lot of variety streams. I play all sorts of games. I tend to play survival crafts or puzzle games and things like that. Right now, a lot of fantasy life. That's kind of eating my life at the moment. You are so incorrect, Asazi. It's not 70% yapping, 30% game. It's generally speaking 50-50 at the very worst. Oh my god. Don't listen to my boobays. Don't listen to my chat, okay? They're gonna lie to you. They're gonna lie to you. They're always like, oh my god, you play games? Oh my god, it's a game stream. It's always a game stream. It's always a game stream. Oh my god. You'd think by now that they would know, but they don't. Somehow they just absolutely refuse to believe that. When did you record your song for Hio's streams? When did I record that? I want to say the first week of June I recorded it. I think it was the first week of June. Yeah. Did you guys see her concert for her birthday? The Raiders are probably not necessarily familiar with her, but I was in a concert held by Hiyori Mokami, who is an independent VTuber who used to be part of Project Kawaii production. Fuck, my brain is just not working tonight. Anyway, she was a corpo VTuber, but she had her birthday celebration, and she's still having it for the weekend. Yeah, and okay, so they are familiar with Hio, and I don't have to. Okay, so I don't have to introduce her. Yeah. She worked so heckin' hard on it, and I am so absolutely proud of everything that she did. She worked so ridiculously hard. Oh my god, absolutely insane the amount of effort she put into it. And everything was so good, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it. I hope you did. It was so fun, man. I always like look at people who do things like that and I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that. And then I'm like, I don't know anyone who does mixes and masters. I was like, I don't know anyone who does that because I don't do a ton of covers. Like I don't really want to pay for like 30 cover songs to be mixed and mastered and stuff. Yeah, she did all of the like videos and stuff. It's crazy the amount of effort she put into it. You're so really I'm bad at networking and I have no money. So, yeah, she's great at planning those things. She's an extrovert, and I wish I had half of the ability to be like cool like she is. I'm a cool ghostly raccoon, but it's not quite this. I'm bad at talking to people. So sweats and practicing mixing and mastering. Honestly, it's one of those skills that like I should probably pick up on my own, but like I know that if I buy this stuff for it, it's just gonna sit there and I'm not gonna. I'm glad that you feel the same, Jimmy82. Every time I see all of these like really cool VTubers and they're having these like big events and I'm like, that's so cool. I don't know anyone. So I just got Melodyne 5 assistant for 75, usually 250. Yeah, I saw some VTuber girlies were posting like, oh, if anyone's getting into these things, there's a sale going on. And I was like, oh man. I don't know about that. Just gotta put yourself out. That is easier said than done. Putting yourself out there. Oh my god. Thank you. I mean, I'm assuming that that's like a good unique and not a bad unique. I'm praying that that's a good unique and not a bad unique. Oh, thank you. I just don't like having two giant blocks of text on this screen because I dual stream for YouTube and Twitch. So I started with that, and then I had a combined chat, and then I was like, but I like having this. This I think is kind of fun. I don't know. Putting yourself out there is scary. It is. It is. It's terrifying. Oh my god. What do you mean get on that shit? Look, I try to talk to people sometimes, okay? I'm in collabs every once in a while, right? We had a headliners collab on Saturday. I only knew 2 people in that well. And then I immediately put my foot in my mouth when the girls joined the chat, and then I think that some of them think I'm cringe now. But you know, I do my best to stalking incident. Shut up. Oh, I'm just not good at talking to people I don't know. Okay. You're cringe, don't worry about that part. Oh my god. Yeah, I had so much fun. I've played Headliners twice now. I'm terrible at it, but I have a lot of fun. I think it's so fun. I think it's such a, like, stupid fun game. I wish we could have played it for longer. I think that's the thing that I dislike the most about, like, collabs. They don't last long enough. Because usually I feel like collabs, especially when you have like more than like a couple of people, they usually only go for about 2 hours. I can yap for 2 hours. That's the pre-warm-up to this stream. I want longer ones. I'm not a pro at it. I'm okay. I'm okay. There's sometimes I die too much, you know. Sometimes I do fine though. Yeah. She yearns in her heart to yap. No, just more like it's just short, you know. It's just a little stream. It's just a short little stream if it's only 2 hours, you know. Maybe you organize a collab and require a 4-hour commitment. I think that they would chuck me out a window. Also, I feel like it would be really hard to find a bunch of people who have like time blocked off where you could sit there for that long, you know? I think that's usually the problem, especially when you're playing with a bunch of different people from different time zones. Like when we were playing Headliners, it's like, you know, there's like people in Europe and people in Asia and people in North America. And even North America, there's multiple time zones and stuff. So, yeah, it do be difficult. Generally speaking, when it comes to collabs, which is part of the reason that a lot of the time they happen outside my usual streaming hours, I just kind of like drag, because they'll put up like a when to meet sort of idea to like see what the best time to do a collab's at. I'll just like okay, yeah, I'm free all of these days. I will wake up whenever you need me to wake up. Just please give me cute girls. Please give me cute girls. I don't care if I have to forego sleep for 3 days. It's fine. Yeah. Think some people like to game for hours but not necessarily stream for all of it because being entertaining for an audience can be exhausting. Yeah, for sure, Z's. I can see that. Although, to be fair, I feel like the majority of the girlies that I know decently well are all a lot of them are like corpo or ex-corpo streamers, so they're usually quite used to like a decent amount of hours for streaming, but I think it's more the everyone in different time zones sort of thing, or like they've already had a stream that day, or they're going to have a stream that day, or they have other commitments where they're doing other things. I think it's just a lot more planning to try to get a longer stream when it's a collab. And also for some reason, a 2-hour collab seems to be like the average, like standard almost for larger collab groups, which is odd to me, but like, you know, it is what it is. We all want cute girls. We don't get what we want, but I want you girls. I deserve a cute girl here or there, right? You mean others don't normally start streaming at 1 a.m.? Crazy, absolutely insane, right? Guess people just have social burnout after 2 hours? Yeah, for sure, Z's. That's definitely a part of it too, especially because a lot of us are introverts. I feel like extroverted VTubers are a rare breed. As much as a lot of VTubers can come across when we're streaming as being a lot more like outgoing, just because we're in like a comfortable place for us. As some of you know from my stories about existing in real life, we are not, in fact, actually good at peopling sometimes. There are extroverted VTubers? There are some. Hio is one. Yeah. Crazy, I know. Wild. Absolutely insane. I would say that there's some like a lot of the Vialor girls, well, not a lot of them. I'd say Strawny Vialor is more extroverted. I wouldn't say she's an extrovert, but she's really good at like talking to people and doing that kind of thing. Always assumed VTubers were introverts because of the inside so much. Yeah, doesn't Hio call herself an introvert? I don't think she does. Or at least the last post I saw about her talk about introvert or extrovert, she said extrovert. But I've seen like there's a couple like I want to say Yenna is an extrovert, but I don't know for sure. I know someone in her gen I think posted, but every time people were posting like quiz results for introverts and extroverts, there's always someone who's like, oh yeah, like there's so many, I didn't realize there were so many introverts, like I'm an extrovert. And I always look at them like, how did you get here? You're an extrovert? How did you get here? How did you find us? Oh my god. But also, like, we need them, you know? We need some extroverts to pull us all together and to get us to do things sometimes, you know? They're great. Oh, you only know introverts except your sister? Yeah. I have one extroverted friend, and I literally just call her extrovert friend. You're an introvert but not shy? That is true. You are very much not shy, too. I ask you that question every day. How are you even here? Yeah, that is a question. Why are you wondering? Because, like, I feel like there's not a lot of extroverted, like... Not a lot of extra VTubers, but even in general, there weren't, like, you know, I think a lot of nerdy hobbies. There's not usually a lot of extroverts, right? Like, I can't think of a ton of extroverts in cosplay. I can't think of a ton of extroverts in, like tabletop gaming or card games. Everyone needs an extrovert to annoy you. I think every introvert should have one extrovert, you know? That extrovert probably has like a whole gaggle of introverts surrounding them. But you know, and so I get maybe that's what it is, right? The extrovert, like maybe they've come into these hobbies because they sensed a whole bunch of extrovertless introverts. And so they've come in to adopt all of the introverts and become this single extroverted entity. Yeah. Random question, but is there anything like a shy extrovert? I mean, probably, because extrovert or introvert has nothing to do with like if you're shy or more outgoing, right? Because like T is very much outgoing, I would say. She's very outgoing and like loud. Or at least when I knew her. But like, I don't know, like I could see that there would be people who like enjoy being around people and that's how they get their energy and that's their thing, but like they're more, like they're less talkative. I think that would be like more like a quiet elder sister type, but like maybe they're still like extroverted, take people under their wing, enjoy organizing things, but maybe don't like being in the spotlight sort of idea. Yeah. I don't know. No, you can't adopt all the introverts. No. Still loud, still make everyone's top 5 loudest friends list. Yeah. Why did you... Why did you gigantify that emote? What the fuck is that? You had an extroverted friend in high school that single-handedly saved my social life? Yes. That is extrovert friend for me. I literally met all of my other friends through extrovert friend. She's also the only reason that I leave my house other than work. Work, my parents, and her. They are the only things that get me out of my place. So, yeah, I owe what little social life I do have completely to extrovert friend. And even then, she invites me to a lot of things I don't go to. Like last night, there was a party for one of her friends, but she was hosting it, and so she invited all of her friends because the friend was like, I don't have many friends, just invite everyone so we can all celebrate together. I didn't go. I was tired and I knew I had to wake up early today, and I was like, I just want to spend some floor time. It was a themed party. Yes, they only do themed parties. Because they're all nerds and cosplayers and stuff. Pico's a balanced person because of extrovert friend. Honestly, yeah. It's like the only reason that I get out of the house. It's kind of sad, honestly, but I love her to bits and pieces. You're allowed to be tired, yeah. I knew that I had to get up at like 9 this morning. Crazy early, I know. Because I had to deliver something to artist friend. And then I had to be out to my parents' place, which is a 2-hour bus trip away. And I was gonna be out there all day, and I was like, I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow. I don't really wanna, you know? So I didn't. Do I feel guilty about it though? Yes. Do I even know the person whose birthday it was? No. But I feel a little guilty about it, but it's fine. Extrovert friends, part of a balanced diet. Yeah, I guess so. Gotta eat. Have a good eat, sexy. Get some good rest. Some good, healthy, delicious sleep. I'm gonna get some good, healthy, delicious sleep tonight, too. Yum. Redeemed chosen modified sub emote unlocked. That is certainly a way for that to put that in my chat thing. Home from work? Nice. Just don't feel bad about it. That's not how my brain works. My brain is full of worms and anxiety. Thank you very much. You refer to your friends the same way my parents refer to... Yeah, my dad refers to people by their hobbies or the places that they live. For example, when I was in like 1st and 2nd grade, I had a friend named Mike. And one of his hobbies was magic. And he really, so he would just do magic for like people's parents and stuff when he came over. And so my dad just called him Magician Mike. Did he do magic the entire time? No. No, that was a short existing hobby. He did magic for a while and then he did other things. But no, forever he was just Magician Mike. To this day, I am near certain that if I were to be like, oh, do you remember like Mike from 1st grade? My dad would be like, who? And if I was like Magician Mike, my dad would be like, oh yeah! No, not Magic Mike. This is like a 5-year-old. No! This is not Boku no Piku Magic Mike edition. No! Oh, let me have it. Sorry, magic? Oh. But yeah, no, my dad always refers to people by that. Like, extrovert friends to my dad is, he specifically will mention a university that she went to, and he's like, oh, the one who went, like, to this place? And I'm like, yes, that's the one. Or married friend is, like, the one who, did this job? Yes, that's the one. Even now, like, I brought up a particular girl from elementary school for like when we were talking today at Father's Day, and he was like, "Oh, the one who lived on this street." I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess that the fact that you remember her specifically based on the street she lived on is a little wild, but okay. That's how I talk about anime characters. Yeah. My dad even had nicknames for the characters that I liked. Like, Sailor Moon, my favorite was Sailor Jupiter, so he would call her Sailor Stupider. He still does not recognize when I say, like, oh yeah, like when I like Sailor Jupiter, my dad's like, who? And I'm like, Sailor Stupider. He's like, oh yeah! The one with the hair! Yes, Dad, the one with the... Sure, whatever. It's easier to remember people by their attributes than their name. Yeah, I suppose so. Good morning, Vyako. Remember people through that method too? You're all dad now. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day. So literally, do you know the Muffin Man? The one that lives on Drury Lane? Yep, that is the one. Dads, yep. Yep, that is exactly it. Jupiter was the coolest Sailor Scout. I agree. I love Jupiter is my favorite of the like original scouts. And then I liked Uranus and Pluto were my favorite outers. Yeah, Jupiter was your childhood crush. Yes, Jupiter was great. She was the tomboy. She was fantastic. I loved her so much. Yeah. I'm a Sailor Mars enjoyer. I did also like Sailor Mars. I think Mars was my second favorite Sailor Scout. So Pico's audience is dads. I mean, my favorite genre of music is now considered dad rock, so possibly. Venus is childhood crush. Ooh, yeah, Venus is cool too. Tomboy for the win? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could tell the characters that I liked the most in most anime when I was like a younger child were all tomboys because I was a tomboy, and so I liked the characters that like I could see myself as because I was like I could be a super cool, powerful Sailor Scout. No, you're gonna be roadkill on the internet. As a child, I didn't like Mars because she was mean, and then I grew up to become her. I liked Mars because, yeah, she was mean, but, like, usually, like, but then they would show the, like, behind, like, her thought process sometimes. And, like, a lot of the time, to be fair, I also found Usagi really annoying. So, like, when she would blow up at her, I was like, oh, yeah, mood. Because my brother's not the same as Usagi, but growing up, he had similarities to her. Given that, I mean, he's my younger brother, so yeah, he's obviously more childish than me. Is justified meanness? Yeah. I started as Usagi and grew up to be Rei. Yeah. But yeah, like my brother was like very like a little bit of a crybaby, liked to be coddled, liked to win things, wanted things to always go his way, sort of idea. Because, you know, he was the baby of the family. He's the only boy in the extended family. So like my brain was like, oh, they're the same. From what I remember from our Star Bobs days, I could see he was Rei or Jupiter. I love Jupiter. I love her, Makoto. Yeah. Pico definitely gave him the unplugged controller. No, but yeah, no. Sadly, no. Mainly because when we first started gaming, like the first console I ever had that was actually like in our house was N64. So I'd played on like a normal Nintendo before at like friends' houses who had like older siblings or like babysitters, stuff like that. But the first console that I ever had was an N64, and a lot of the time my dad would play with us because one of the games that we first got with the console was James Bond. And so I would only ever really play as multiplayer, otherwise I would just backseat. But him and my dad went through that, so I couldn't just give him an unplugged controller. He would know the difference. We grew up on games. We grew up on computers. We grew up on games. Yeah. Need to get ready for work. I hope your work day goes well, Martin. I hope everything goes smoothly. Neptune was first crush. Neptune was pretty awesome too. Core memories around the Nintendo? Absolutely. Remember playing GoldenEye so damn much with friends as a kid? We very rarely played with friends, but yeah, we played a lot with each other and my dad, and then every once in a while with friends. I think I always got banned eventually. My favorite thing was I would play, oh god, what was it? Natalia, and then I would, my weapon of choice was, it wasn't remote mines, it was proximity mines, prox mines, also remote mines. Because you would find, like, the room that had one entrance and you would set, like, a path up. So if they missed one, all the others would go off. Anyway, I liked mines. I like setting up traps as opposed to, like, actually shooting things because I don't have very good aim. So I would set up traps for stuff. And, yeah, crouching eternally, just, like, sliding along on, like, one leg and one knee. Or one foot and then one, like, bottom part of the leg. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't terrible at shooting things, but I wasn't great at it either. Yeah, but those are prox mines. Put on ammo you pick up so they couldn't be seen. Yeah. Setting all the traps. Yes, and eventually, yeah, they would turn off mines when we would play together, and that was annoying. Cause they knew it meant I was gonna win. Wishing I could play GoldenEye with Pico. Man, GoldenEye was good days. GoldenEye was good days. Children yearn for the mines, the explodey kind. I certainly did. I loved good mines, man. GoldenEye seemed like a great social game. Nintendo should take note of this. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun, yeah. It's also the only video game that my dad ever played with us because he hated the controllers. He's a joystick gamer. So, because that's what he grew up with, right? So he would play a lot of joystick games or like flight simulator things like that for funsies. Bomberman was pretty cool. Bomberman's pretty cool, yeah. We've been spoiled with good controls these days. Trying to play GoldenEye today would be so painful. I don't know what you're talking about. As a person who hasn't really played any shooters since then, I played that. I played a little bit of Valorant. That's, I guess Borderlands kind of counts as well. I think it'd be fine. Have a good night, Waverly. Get some good rest. Played in the last 3 years. It's not as bad as you think, right? All you gotta do is do what I have. Just get yourself an N64 controller. Just because I like fighting games with Joy-Con. I've never seen him play a fighting game, but honestly, because you can play with a joystick, he probably would enjoy it. Yeah. Your first console was Game Boy and first game was Pokemon Blue. Ah. Yeah. Pokemon. Pokemon. Yee. Love Pokemon. You had a great uncle who owned a PlayStation and Red Alert. It was the only game he played until he passed in the mid-2000s. Wow, one game the entire time? Wild. Our neighbors, or the kids across the street, had a PlayStation, so we would play games over there, and then they'd come over to our place and play on the Nintendo. Yeah. And then, yeah, so we played all of the, like, I say we played. Some things were multiplayer. Nintendo is still kind of like the multiplayer console, right? Party games and stuff. But that was the first time I saw like JRPGs and stuff is when I went to the neighbors. Because, for example, we played all of Legends of Dragoon. And we would like take turns with the controllers and like backseat each other and just like yell at the void. So, yeah, it's good fun. Classic N64 controller for Switch 2 is locked behind a subscription plan. Yeah, well, fuck you. I have an N64 controller for my PC. Yay! If anyone wants to play golf with friends, it's on special for $6. Ooh, it's on sale? Maybe we'll do another Golf with Friends collab sometime. You're not old. We're not old. We're only old on the internet. Yeah. We're only old on the internet. Yeah. You know the party games where your friends had the more mature games like Doom or Turtle? Yeah. First PC game was Wolfenstein 3D. Really? I think mine were all like sixth grade adventures. Like Reading Rabbit, you know? It was all educational games. Honestly, I kind of want to replay some of the old like sixth grade adventures type of like educational games. I think the company went under. I couldn't play them before, but now I could probably download them somewhere. I could probably find a version somewhere. That could be kind of fun. Also probably decently embarrassing if I like fuck up sixth grade math. And I already know 100% that I'm going to fuck up the math because I haven't done math in so long. I do basic math. If they try to get me to do like my times tables and shit, I'm gonna be like, yeah, right? Yeah. 6 times 7 is 42. My local library had the OG Age of Empires. Nice. 6th grade math has no trigonometry. It's fine. I still haven't done like math. I haven't sat down to purposely do math in a long time. Best term you heard for the elder millennial VTubers is calling them your old shit. Oh my God. I'm not elder millennial though. I'm not elder millennial. I would say I'm on the lower end. I'm young millennial question mark. New millennial? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm well way fucking closer to Gen Z than I am Gen X. Go to midnight rescue, no math necessary, just robots. No, but the whole point, I'm not late 30s, fuck off. Neo-millennial, I like that one because I could be like Neo Queen Serenity. Using my math skills every time there's a new math controversy video on YouTube. Yeah. Zillennial? I wonder, what is the proper cutoff? Before, typically between mid, wait, when is the cutoff for millennials? Yeah, I am well closer to Gen Z than I am to Gen X. But I don't think I count as Zillennials because it says that Zillennials are... That's confusing. Because the thing I see says that millennials were to 96, and then the thing for Zillennials says that it's mid-90s, early 2000s. But that would mean that it's literally like 2 years of the 90s that count as millennials, and then mostly the Gen Z section, which doesn't make any sense. Because that would just essentially mean it's just like younger or older Gen Zs. I think Zillennials are 95 to 2005. Yeah, that's essentially what this thing says, except millennials are only till 96, which means that the only Zillennials that are millennials are 95 and 96. It doesn't make any sense. You thought millennials meant 2000s? No. Millennials are... Yeah, that's the thing, is like they're stupid. Generations are mostly arbitrary classifications to begin with. Yeah. They really are. They're very arbitrary. They kind of just come from whatever. But yeah, they... when looking here, it's... the Brookings Institution defines the millennial generation as people born from 1981 to 1996, as does Gallup, Federal Reserve Board, and the American Psychological Association. So, yeah. Call yourself a 90s kid and call it a day? Yeah, exactly. So they're 29-year-old Zoomers? Yeah. That's the thing, is nowadays, Zoomers, Gen Z's, not actually all that young. Most of them are adults. Actually, I think are all of them adults now? Is this the year where all of them are adults? 2012. Okay, they're not all adults. They're just mostly adults. Gen Z is 97 to 2012. So the youngest are in their teenagers, their teenage years. But yeah, the oldest are out here a couple years from hitting their 30s. Yeah. So it is what it is, you know? We're all just out here living our best lives, getting told that we're old. Woo! Your baby sister's an adult, and I hate. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm calling Zoomers out for being boomers. Not all Zoomers. TM. Not all Zoomers are boomers, but some Zoomers are real close to heckin' being up here in hag years with me. We grew up so fast, right? And then life just keeps going faster as you go. Unfair. Stupid. Unfair. Take it back. Take the time back. I don't want it. Everything already crunchy. Could you... Oh my god. Terrible. Oh. What was the thing? I don't remember. Oh god, I don't remember. I saw like a snip of a show on, I think it's on Netflix, but I saw the clip on TikTok. And I think it looks like it's like a horror series maybe, or like a sci-fi series. Anyway, I think it was an Indonesian. And the clip was like an age reversal, like an age sucking thing where like it took the vitality and life in like a child and gave it to their parent, and so the parent got young and then the child died, sort of thing. And I don't know what I don't know what the fucking storyline of this was supposed to be, but it was just like the clip of just that one section. I was like, the end. Do you know what series it's from? I can't fucking remember, but it looked interesting. I was like, ooh, I would enjoy that, I think. I would enjoy that, I think. Retirement can be scary. I suppose that's one solution. I suppose so. It's like the nightmares of some Indonesian horror director. Ooh, that sounds fun. Was the point of the TikTok just to show the clip? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who like show just clips of their favorite like shows or movies or stuff to get people interested in them, so they check them out. And honestly, yeah, that made me want to watch the show, so it worked. It worked. Oh, that's interesting though. I'll have to try to figure out what it was, but if T knows what it is too, it must actually exist. That makes me happy. But yeah, that's cool. It looks like it's because I did look into it when I first saw the clip, but I don't remember the fucking name of the thing. But it looks like it was like a series of like there was one by, what was it? My brain. Yeah, Del Toro. My brain refuses to fucking say the first name. Anyway, G. Del Toro. There was, I think it was like a similar one, right? Where it was like little different little horror. I don't want to say shorts because they were all like an hour plus long, right? I think it was just like, yeah, like short horror stories sort of idea. Yeah, no, that's the problem, 1 or 11. I can spell it. My brain refuses to say it. Okay, all right. No, we need to stop talking. That's what I need to stop doing. I need to stop talking. My brain is not doing the word thing. All right, we're gonna let's play the cozy game. This is fine. This is the Netflix special. Some of those were interesting. Yeah, and it seems like this Indonesian one that I was looking into is like very similar. You know, similar sort of idea. Let me see here. Haha. Sounds get. Wait. I need to change the thing over here. Close that. Open that. Pamali? I don't know. Oh. Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams. Thank you. Yeah. Keep bunny. Yeah, bunny. Alright, let me... Where is my put it on the screen one? Where is my put it on the screen one? Game capture. Game capture. It wasn't Indonesian? Oh, add Nightmares and Daydreams series. I don't know. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. Wow, resume. I haven't played this game since it came out, like, multiple years ago. So, do I remember how to play this game? No. How do I start a new game? Is there a way to... I don't want to resume! Classic mode. New game. Do you want discard? Yeah. The point of this game is literally just biome unlocked, enchanted. Huh. Midwinter. Why am I? Oh, probably updates. It's probably updates. That makes sense. Anyway, the point of this game is literally... Oh, I forgot to fucking unbig myself. Oh, this is the wrong side for me to be on this game. Let me go over here. It's just to make, like, land and stuff. I've not seen anyone in Hollow ID play this game. I had other friends who, really liked this game when it first came out. And they would, like, yap and play this game. Wait, what? I've got... Oh, I don't want ice. How do I... What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? There are far too many biomes here. Anyway, you're supposed to like match up the biomes and that's how you get points. So you see all the trees light up when I do this? It's like a little like cozy puzzle game sort of idea. Where you're trying to match things up and make a something. I don't know what. So that's the puzzle part? Yeah. Huh, well, my city is fucked, but sure, whatever, it's fine. Do that. A railroad. What the fuck am I gonna do with a railroad? Reminds me of a game called Carto? Ah. Tiles are random? Yeah, there's a lot more types of tiles than last I played this game, because again, I played this on launch 12 million years ago. What am I doing? Have a good night, Dave. Create a railroad biome. Is that a thing? You've seen this? Yeah, I think there is a tabletop version of this game now. Okay, wait. Like that? Like that? Like that? A Simba is above a request to get more tiles. Yeah, well... We're out here doing our best. More tiles. Yeah, so the whole point is like you want to build as big as you can, and therefore you want the tiles to love you. And so you finish the quest and you get more tiles because otherwise you run out. Let's do that. Oh, more railroads. Okay. We can have big water. Big town? What happened to my wall? Where'd my tile go? I clicked it, where'd it go? What happened? Oh, okay, it's back now. Yeah, you can never match the tiles, but then the game ends really quickly. There we go. Got more tiles for that. Like that. Yeah, because there's only... So I have 39 tiles left, and the only way to get more tiles is to do these, like, little bubble quests. So, like, adding more tracks, adding more houses. So that one finishes all those, and I just got more numbers. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if they have this game for phone. That would be really nice. Just, like, calming puzzle games. Very fun. I don't fucking know what I'm doing up here. I'm just like dropping things together and hoping that it works. I don't fucking know. Oh, it can't go there? Really? Why? Oh, wait, what's this say? Quest cancelled! Oops. Can I undo that? Why? Oh, because it's already done and it doesn't like that? I guess that's probably what it is. Wait, why does that add exactly for... Oh, I should not have placed that there. Fuck me. Oops. First round practice, yeah, essentially. that's what we're going with. 36. 1. There we go. Just one little guy chilling, just hanging out. What's this? Close the group by placing tiles at the highlighted edges to fulfill this quest. Okay. Oh, this one's exactly as well. Exactly 10. Oh, I can move the... Oh, I can move the board. Wow. That's fancy. Okay, if I do that, then I cut it off from this, and that's good for me, specifically. Hi, Phantom. Hello, hello. Oh, this one's also exactly. Damn it. I need all these things to stop being exactly certain numbers, damn it. Ooh, shiny. Thank you, Dub. Thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Well, I have to go home. Well, home is good. Home means you're done for the day. I hope you get home safely. Get home well. Okay. Exactly 7. And this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... What? That isn't that exactly 7 more? Oh well. Is this exactly 14? Why? Why is it not letting you do the thing? It should be some 14 that exist. Why? Why is it like this? This shouldn't be exactly. Oh, it is. Why is it exactly? I thought exactly had the little mark by it. I hate this. Okay, exactly 2 more there. Do that. 1 more. Okay, there's that one. Oh, shit. Okay, so I have to close those 3 bits off. Got it. Wait. I need 7 more, but this has... Ah, there. If I put that there, is it okay? Okay, so it doesn't matter that we go over now. Good. This one wants 61 or more houses. Great, because I have so many houses. These backings for the trees look absolutely garbage. Yeah, we just started the game, Phantom. Yeah, let's make our forest go down a little more. Houses. Wait, I need... Oh, okay, I need exactly 2 more houses there. Oh! That's... Come back here. That's not where you were supposed to go. That's really not any better, but sure, whatever. Ooh, fancy looking. Oh, this has 2 buildings. Oh, but it needs 71 or more. Okay, fuck you. This one has 1 building. No, we don't want 1 building. I could close it off in that direction. One building. Okay, so we should get the ones from that, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, lots of trees. We'll do that. Rail, trees. This has 3 houses, so we can't put it up here. So maybe down here? I guess. La 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 la. Do that. Do that? That's kind of cute little area. That house, though, to get out of there would be a nightmare. Ooh, this has 2. Great. Okay, that one's done. I don't really want that field in the middle of my forest, but I'll take it. That's fine. Hi, Mino. La 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 la. Oh no, these are gonna... Oh, I need to undo that. Ooh, I can't have those collide. So let's put this over here. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Looks kind of like an elephant with a big eye and the trunk, and those were like the ears. Kind of. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay, they want exactly 15 houses. Fuck them in particular, honestly. Oh, these two are fucked. I didn't realize that. Oh, well, maybe they're not fucked. There we go. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi, Jaden. I'm so glad everyone enjoyed Hio's birthday concert, man. She worked so hard on that shit. Okay, we need 3 more water pieces for that boat to be happy. Fuck that boat in particular. Ooh, okay, so this one should go up here. Have a good night, Big Red. Have a good night. Have a good night. Get some good rest. Lots and lots of sleep. Yeah, the biome changing is really nice. I don't remember if that was a thing last time I played. Oh, and wants one there. Okay. Railroad. This is the world's worst railroad. Where is this heckin' going? What does that want? Oh, it wants the forest to end. I don't want the forest to end. Fuck you. Making a lake. Making a lake downtown. It's not downtown, and that's okay, cause we're going. Ooh, more water hubs. I do like me some water hubs. Railroad to Narnia? Yeah, where's it going? Where is this railroad going? Nowhere. That's where. What do you mean, silly? I'm not silly. I'm just a normal little guy. How could I be silly? That's crazy. Crazy talk. Let's put that one there. Man, some of these people are just little guys who live in the middle of nowhere. For why? I'm just out here torturing them. Like that. Farm. Farm. Lake. Oh, wait, water's supposed to go down here. Earlier, it's keeping 2 houses connected to town. Surely, yeah, definitely. 100%, right? Hello. Yes, I did have a good weekend. Very busy, though. Very busy weekend. Like that. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad everyone liked the concert, because he worked so heckin' hard on it, and so did all of the other girlies that were taking part. I'm so happy. Like that? Oh, but that caps off that one, too. That's not good. Never mind. There. Oh, well, Alright, well, at least you're close enough to town, Mr. Random Person. Like that. Sure. What is happening in here? I am uncertain, but it's something for sure. That one. That one. And then this one wants 19 more, so what we have to do is connect it all up. Like that. Oh my god. Oh, just wait, what does this want? 100 more. Crazy. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that water is gonna do, but it exists now, surely. Like that? Well, yeah, some of these tiles, I swear to God, they just put them in the game to fuck with you. Oh my god, this rail, what the hell is happening in here? Okay, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Surely everything will be a-okay. Yeah, well, there's just some little people living out in the forest, you know, it is what it is. Railway to nowhere land, yeah, essentially. Hi, Codex. That ends that though. I don't want that. I don't really want any of these to be ended. You can do down here. I mean, I'm placing them because I'm getting them. Oh, this one needs exactly 7. So we can just do this until we find something. Oh no. How do I accidentally put one to the side before. I don't know how I did it though. How do you save it for later? There was a save it for later button. What's the save it for later button? Oh no. Ah. Fuck. There's gotta be one. Because I accidentally did it earlier. That's why I'm assuming that there is a save it for later button. Whatever, we'll just put this up here. Oh no, did I not mute my cough? I'm so sorry, that was so loud. Just part of it? Oh no. Oh good. Okay, I'm glad that I at least needed the part that was loud. No. Coughs need to be muted. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, I only got the start of it. Boo. Okay. That's cute. This is like the weirdest looking lake and river system, but it's cute. I'm always sick. But I like soup. Ooh, soup sounds good. Maybe I'll try to find somewhere that sells soup tomorrow. That would be nice. I would enjoy some soup. I would not rather a boobay die. You guys are so dramatic. That is not true. Ah! Oops. Let's undo that. What did this one need? Exactly 17. Oh, I put it away! How did I... No, I didn't put it away. I just fucking put it down for no reason. Damn it! Okay, exactly 17. Exactly 13? Sure, let's put it out here. Why not? Ever had bacon soup? Bacon bone soup? Don't think I've ever had... What is bacon bone soup? Phantom! Thank you for the soup money. Thank you for the soup money. I appreciate it. There. Soup money. Yeah, pork bone sounds more existent. Trees. Water. Apparently I'm just out here to make like the weirdest looking weirdest looking village I can find. La 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 la. 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 La 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 la. Ooh, 22, you say? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. What the fuck? This is the weirdest train. The weirdest train that ever did exist. Train, 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 train. Train. Train, 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 train. Wow. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The stupid train tracks. The stupid train tracks. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. There. There. Is there a way to fix those later? I mean, we can hope. Forest. Lots of farmland. Ooh, okay, forest. Yeah. Because this one's or above, so it's fine. Perfect. Perfect what? Okay. More weird water bits. Doesn't go there. Why? I want it to go there. Ooh, train track. Farm bits, farmers up north. There's farm up here again. Farm is doing farm things. Farm is doing farm things. Ooh, we could end another one. We'll just end. Sure, that looks like garbage, but I'm sure it's fine. Train track in the wild. And everything is fine. And everything is fine. Looking at trains in the wild. Saying it's okay. Why do I keep getting these bullshit little stupid places? Why? I don't want to deal with all this motherfucking bullshit and these motherfucking trains. Fuck these motherfucking trains. Why are there so many trains? It doesn't make any fucking sense. None of them make sense. None of them at all make sense. I'm getting train tracks to nowhere. And for why? For why? Oh no! Oh, I lost. I forgot about that one. I should have put houses there. Oh, I lost. Well, that's our first board back. Yeah, you can lose. Hi, Dash. Hello. Yeah, you render to tiles. So there is also like in like unlimited version where you can just keep placing tiles forever. But in this version, you get you get a certain number of tiles, and then every time you finish a quest, it gives you more tiles. Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention and I didn't like cap off areas to get certain quest flags. So I could have, because like if I capped that off, or this one, or this one, but I did not. I was not paying attention. I was just vibing. All right, well, let's do another one. It is a very cozy game, and like you can play it like brain on or brain off. I am very much a brain off player when it comes to this particular game. Let's do that. And that, look at the little pond. I like the little pond. Ooh, train tracks. Sure. Let's get the fucking train tracks out there for why. No one knows. Why am I already getting so many train tracks? let's do that. What do you mean? I'd be a great city planner. What are you talking about? It would be a great city, great planning. The best city with the best planning. I just closed that forest off. I was like, oh, we're done with the forest. Sure. Boat. City. Sure. Oh, it doesn't have a mobile version at all? Really? Maybe... I don't know why it wouldn't, because it does seem like the kind of game that would do really well for that, because it is just like, yeah, very chill, puzzly type of vibe. Fuck you, train tracks! Hate. I have a hatred for train tracks now. Oh, okay, this one needs exactly 7, so we've already popped into the exactly space. Let's put it down here. Yay. Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, I'm gonna murder all of these train tracks. I'm gonna kill them all. Every single one of them. Does mice like trains? I mean, probably. I feel like a lot of people like trains. Don't like that. What about there? Oh, that. Sure. Oh, okay. And if we close off the edge of this forest... I don't really want to close off the edge of the forest. Where do you put the next forest then? Maybe over here? Oh, those are trees. I see. Why did I say that as if I didn't fucking know what a tree was? Water. I like water. Oh, wait. It needs... Oh, it's water that needs exactly a right amount of water. Fuck you, exact water. They were considering a mobile version, but there hasn't been any news for 4 years. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. Water. 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 Farm. I'm trying to make a really cool city. Really cool little city. That's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, those can't connect yet. Got it. And that can have 5 or more pieces of water. Oh, I have to remember to cut things off this time around, because that was my problem last time. Ooh. Okay. Because I didn't cut things off, I didn't get the extra cards from the completed quests. I just broke that. Fuck me. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. Brain is refusing the brain. Like that, maybe? Water? Farms. What do you mean my town? No, this town is great. It's fantastically planned. I don't know what you're talking about. This has a great plan. It's a perfectly planned town, in fact. Definitely a perfectly planned town. With no coping whatsoever. Definitely no coping at all. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Wow 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 wow. Okay, just have to put something there, and that water is closed off at least. Sure. Yeah, we need to cap this forest. Really badly need to cap the forest. Okay, there's some more. Great, good, good, good. We needed that. Ooh, one more. There we go. Okay. Great. This is good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how anything works, honestly. Not gonna lie. Ooh, perfect. Nice. I do like perfects. What if we do like that? I guess the weird water stuff is going up here now, right? Wah, weird water stuff again. Looks like an actual lake? Yeah! See? Everything is fine. Yeah, this is what a normal city looks like. For sure. What the fuck kind of angle is that place going? Sure, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Pico. You're a great city planner. Oh, wrong. There we go. Like that. Like that. Sure. Why? I hate this railroad. Doesn't even go anywhere. Doesn't even go anywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, we got more farm. More farm is good. We like more farm. I don't actually. Ooh, nope. Okay, wait. I need 2 more houses that attach there. I got more railroad. I don't want more railroad. Water. Forest. Forest. Sure, yeah, why not just have a little bit of land just chilling at the back of the town? Why not? Why not? Fuck this railroad. Big empty spot. Big farm. House on acreage. That's what that is, right? That's definitely just a house on acreage. It's not bad planning, it's just a house on acreage. Yeah. Can I tell you something about this game? I mean, you can if you want to. Will I listen to you is a totally separate answer. Build towards this spot to uncover a secret tile. I want a cool tile. Huh? Train tracks. I hate train tracks with a burst of fruit, yeah, burst of fruit. Why is the Mott's Fruit Station song in my head? That doesn't make any sense. Sure, whatever. Yeah, I would say that they're transport train tracks, but even then, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Like that. Transport to nowhere is still transport? I suppose so. Is that how that works? Maybe that's how that works. La 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 la. Ooh, wait, that's railroad endings. Wait, I don't need railroad endings. Damn it. There we go. That's what I wanted. Sure, why not? E.T. train home. Water. Train end? I don't need any train ends right now. Oh my god. Sure, let's put it there. Why not? I don't know what to do with all these silly little guys trying to pretend that they're trains, trying to believe that they're sane, but instead they're waiting on the end. Silly little guys waiting for their own demise, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. So instead, it's just us out here, waiting once again for something to appear. The end of the line. The end of the line. Yay. Wow. Ooh, train track, tracking to the train track. That's probably not where I should have put that, but it's fine. Ooh, special spot. I do like special spots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention to my tiles. Haha. That wasn't very helpful at all. Huh. That wasn't very helpful at all either. Back. 70. Yeah, I've got... Oh, it has to be exactly 70. I don't have anything that'll be exactly 70. Oh, man. Oh, man. Give me things that I need, damn it! Why not the things I want? Why not the things I need? Please. Please, why are you forsaking me? +1. Why? Why are you forsaking me? Well, that was the weirdest train track in the history of ever. I do like our little lake. I think that's kind of cute. Most of the farmland is all just kind of sprawled up north for some reason. I wanted to know what that was and what that was, but now we'll never know. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? I don't know what you are. But now I want to know, but I'll never know. It's terrible. This is terrible. It's not that I like the random train routes, it's that I don't fucking know what to do with them. Yeah, they gotta walk to their fields. But, I mean, I think there's like all the farmers live up by the fields, right? Like there's guys out here, there's guys up here, the little bits and pieces, like in the little like suburby areas away from the major city, quote unquote, right? All the little community guys. Yeah. I mean, there's roads, you know? There's roads. They can use roads to get back to town. It's fine. All right, let's do one more. And then it's time for all of us to brains. We need brains. Why already are you giving me railroad? I don't want railroad. Why are you giving me all of the things that I don't want, don't need? Why is it that all the things I see are incorrect? Why is it that everything that's here is insane? Going crazy, crazy, going now. And I don't know why. No, I don't know why. Why is there water where nothing else lives? And why is there farmland when there is no farmland in between all the places? Why is there things? Why is there things? Why is there things at all? It doesn't make any sense. This motherfucking bullshit is what this is. Ah. And everything will be okay is what I tell myself today. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. It's not like there's anything here that's riding on the line. We're okay no matter what. It's just us in this stupid railroad. Yeah, it's just us in this stupid railroad. Just us in this stupid motherfucking road. I don't know what to do with this goddamn fucking railroad. Certainly getting a lot of these random blocks without all of the random trees. We're certainly gonna get a lot of things that don't really make any sense at all. So these are the farms that we live by. These are the farms that we're in. These are the places where we can always just pretend we swim. And these are the things where we're looking. And these are the stupid railroad things. Everything's gonna be a-okay in the end. In the end, nothing really matters. In the end, nothing really is there. And everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be alright again. In the end, because everything doesn't really have a reason to say that it's all the end again. Again. Have a good day at work. Good luck. I hope it goes well. La 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 la. Incorrect. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I have no idea what that's supposed to be there, but that is a-okay with me. Bop. Bop. La 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 la. Oh wait, the back end is already... Okay, we'll do this. I don't know. I don't know about this. Yeah, have a good one, Scuba. Have a good one. Get some good rest. Get all that you need. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la, yeah. La 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 la. Do I even have a ton of farm stuff? Not really. Let's start a new one. There we go. I think that this is a pretty good little area, right? Maybe? Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. Water. More water. Should we maybe close this town off somehow? That could be good. Start a new town somewhere else with blackjack and hookers. Probably not actually start a new town with blackjack and hookers. I feel like that wouldn't be very good. Water. Like that? Yeah! Like that. Okay, so that town is all closed off now. Okay, so we've got farming and trees are the two. Okay, so trees is gone. So it's just farming that we have any quests for now. And we need to make a new city area. Maybe we make one here. Hi, Jackson. Hello, hello. Oh, I would say soup, but that's just because I really want soup right now. So I don't know if soup is necessarily the good choice, but I think soup is delicious, and that's what I want right now. Soup. Delicious soup. Soup. Why not both? It'd be kind of interesting to have soupy cereal. Cereal-y soup? I guess. I don't think either of those necessarily sounds like a good descriptor, but you could have soup and then cereal. Cereal... Cereal? Oops. Well, that one's fucked. Oh well. Cereal. Like that. Like that. Ooh, trees. Okay. Trees. There are soups with grains, and cereal is a type of grain-based thing usually? Yeah, exactly. Cereal. 2 and 3, but there's 4 houses on this. That's why it's not happy. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a railroad end yet, because it kept giving me those previously, and now it's not giving me a single railroad end. How very rude of it. New city. New city over here? Water. Water. Houses? Water. What the hell kind of train track monstrosity is this? I hate it here. Train track monstrosities are where the things are meant to be. Or that's just what they say. Train track monstrosities are real, don't worry, honey. We'll keep them away. We'll keep them away. We'll keep them away. Yum. Yum. Oh, there's 3 houses on that one. But I need one with 2 houses first. Ah, 1. Okay. Damn it! I need to start a new village! Again! Sure. 4. New village. Water. Farm. Water. Train track? Farm. Trees. Water. Ooh! Okay, this has 1. So this is perfect right here. Nice. Okay, there's more tiles at least. No, I don't think so. I've only got 20 tiles left. Yummy soup, yummy soup, soup, yummy, yummy soup, delicious soup, delicious soup. Yummy soup, yummy soup, yummy, yummy, yummy soup. Ooh, 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 soup. La 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 la. Yummy soup. Yummy soup, yummy soup, yummy, 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 yummy soup. Ooh, okay, there's a free village down here. We have to get 35 houses. I don't think we're gonna do it. I don't think we could do it. If there was a farming one I could connect up, I think we would do that no problem. But that's not the problem right now. I've only got 10 tiles left. Can you give me something that I need? Can you give me something that I want, please? Please, God damn it. I feel like the answer is no. It's saying no, God damn it. And I don't appreciate that at all. Fuck you in particular. More tiles. Skin unlock. Beaver Lodge. That's not what I want. I want more tiles. I don't care about Beaver Lodge skins. Beaver skins. Beaver skin. Beaver skin. Puzzler 1. Okay, that's good. This game has no business being this fun. It is a really fun, like, super chill puzzle game. Oh, Railroad End! Yes! I can cap that one now. Ooh, okay, what are we gonna use that for? Yeah, why the fuck not? Like that. Ooh, more railroad already. What? Like that, maybe? One little house in the middle of nowhere. One little house in the middle of nowhere. One patch of trees in the middle of nowhere. Everything is fine. Why? What's up with the railroads doing the thing? Okay, there's no more cities that need specific amounts of stuff anymore. Will we? Maybe we'll have enough. We'll see. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Yeah! I didn't realize these could be used as train stations. That's lucky. Train station, train station. Train station, train station. Ooh, ah. Oh, ah. Big forest. Farm. Offshoot. Ooh, ending. Like that. I don't know where the rest of it goes, though. Ah! Doesn't matter. There is no end of it. Fuck. Well, this time things were a lot more spread out. We had multiple little encampments. We had a railroad that actually did things. A little forest that winds through. I think it's kind of cute. Score got worse with each time. Shut up! It's fine. It's fine. We were trying different things each time. You guys mocked my first run, so this time I tried to separate things out, you know? You know? Yeah, I did learn that the water bits could be used as like train stations and endpoints, so that's nice. Mm. Hello, Simon. Hello, hello. On that note, though, this might be a good time to chill, to end from a cozy, silly stream type of vibe. Feel like I've seen enough to try this later. It is a really fun, like, puzzle game, and like I said, I believe there is like an eternal mode sort of idea where you don't run out of blocks and you can just place things and build your own city. So that's fun. It's quite the relaxing game, even if you do think like, oh, I'm gonna use my brain and do brain things. So if it was mobile, you'd probably try it. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why they've decided not to do any sort of mobile with it. That it is very odd, especially because it does seem like it would be something that a lot of people would be into. So, all right, let me see. Ooh, it looks like absolutely 0 people are live right now on YouTube. Do you guys see anyone who's alive? Yeah, cost of development for sure, because porting games between different platforms can be quite expensive. Visually, it reminds you of Catan. Is it just because of the shape of the tiles you're putting down? Or is it for other reasons? Pretty sure there's a game like this on the Switch. That would make sense. Absolutely, that would make sense. What? Why is YouTube not telling me Lethe is on if she's on? Is she? I don't see. What? Why is it not? I hate it here. All right, we'll go hang out with Lethe. Hopefully she's not ending soon. All right. Yeah, I can see that she's like, even when I clicked on her profile, the live stream didn't like show up on the thing. And then I had to like do the other thing. I was like, what the fuck? What? Anyway, YouTube is being stupid as per usual. Yeah, it seems like she's just hanging out and chatting. That's always nice. It'll probably be a similar vibe. Redirect to Lethe. Why? YouTube is still telling me she's not live. I know she's live. Refresh, bitch. Crazy. Absolutely wild. Okay. And then on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on Twitch. Who's going on Twitch? Who's doing a thing? I don't know anyone on Twitch other than Bunny who streams at this time. Honestly, I need to put out like a Twitter thing to be like, hello, are you a VTuber that streams late at night? Please tell me who you are. Please show me who you exist as so I can throw people at you because I don't know anyone. What's their name, T? I'll raid your friend. This is prime time for Australia, is it? I still don't know a ton of people. I just need to meet more people. On my screen, it's showing that they are... Oh, it's just starting. Okay. Maybe. I will keep in mind. Ah, Aussie. Yeah. I feel like most people streaming right now are probably Aussie or Asian, generally speaking. YouTube's showing old info, right? Crazy. YouTube is being stupid and not updating. I want to go to someone who's doing like maybe a cozy-ish thing, but no one does cozy things. I don't know anyone doing things. League of Legends, that's cozy for sure. Ooh, wait, I like this person's model. Who are you? Ooh, okay. I have no idea who this person is, but they're just hanging out and yapping, it seems like, for now. Although they might be playing Marvel Rivals later, so... I like their model and I like their name. So I know absolutely nothing about this particular person. But they seem... I really like the model. It's really cute. It's very cute. Alright. Da. Oh. No, sorry, T, not your friend. And I was looking and there was another model that really caught my attention. Mochi is doing a sleeping stream. Yeah, I don't want to raid into her while she's sleeping. That's the current raid message. Again, someday we'll figure it out. Someday I'll figure it out. Anywho, let's go hang out with Lethe on YouTube. And maybe it's Yumi over on Twitch. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out and chilling with me tonight. I believe we'll actually be streaming tomorrow night. I think we're just gonna play some Fantasy Life. I just want to play some Fantasy Life. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Okay? Okay! I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye.